If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Hi everyone, and welcome to our week 3 of Test Chamber Alien, the role-playing game, as we play Destroyer of Worlds. It's won a bunch of Emmys. Did you know that as well? Did you know it won a bunch of Emmys at Gen Con this weekend?
Should have. It should have.
So, in fact, I think Free League pretty much took all the rewards, more or less.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back. I need to stop saying I've noticed I say way too many times. Fuck's sake. It's so hard to say that word, or not even word, that, you know, process of pausing
That
and making
filler.
a noise. Yeah.
The space filler while you think.
Yeah, so we're back. We're back. I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
You can say or you can say and. It's perfectly acceptable. It's fine.
Yeah, and yeah, we're back. We've got we're now. The podcast is doing okay. I mean, it's not getting hundreds of views, but I need to get it out there. Basically, I've been racking my brain on how I can get more eyes on it. That is the issue. But I think things will happen over time as well. There'll be I think there's an audience for it. Hopefully there's an audience. We'll find out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around the table and get people to introduce themselves and their characters briefly. Then we'll have a very brief recap of what happened. And then we will get on with the actual game, I guess, and how fucked over we are. And how much up shit creek we are. Yeah, so I'm playing Mr. Well, I'm James Corp, and I'm playing Sergeant Hammer, not Sergeant Hammer. I've just Private Hammer. He's a bit of a gun-toting lunatic. Very not meth. He's not a meth head, is he? He likes stims. I guess they would be the equivalent of stims in this day and age. And he has got a backstory. But he likes his gun. It's his hobby. His gun is his hobby. Also, he's kind of badly hurt as well.
Is he?
He's down to 3 wounds out of 5.
That's
he's
not
almost
bad.
halfway.
That's not bad. Get that back easy.
Yeah. Okay. Sue.
I'm Sue. I'm playing Private First Class Ruth Ann Dante. She's currently missing a few teeth, but is otherwise in remarkably good condition for someone who almost had her head crushed last time.
I think we've got you a load of spare teeth there, haven't we? We've been collecting them, right?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get some replacements fitted soon.
Thank you. Mr. David.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. I'm playing Sergeant Iona, the gun-toting support machine gunner who got shot up quite badly last time and is currently concussed, laying outside of this compound, having just woken up.
Or as the rest of us call it, sleeping on the fucking job, yeah?
Getting shot in the head. But
well, at least this time you were in the
want.
fight. And then lastly,
I got to see it before to believe it, right? That's what Hammer needs to see. And Michael.
Yep. And then lastly, yes. Hi everyone. I'm Michael, and I'm playing Captain Silva, who's busy trying to make sure that she keeps her men alive. It's been going so-so. We've got sustained a few injuries, a couple of them that were even near misses due to some shenanigans from the aforementioned Sergeant Iona, trying to ram his our personnel carrier through a wall instead of going in the direction that Silva had directed him to. But otherwise, we're getting through and hopefully going to make it back to base and get our next round of orders.
And last but not least, the game master himself. Do you want me to call you Godless Polecat, or can I just call you Nathan? Why are you muted?
I'm not muted.
Your lips moved. I didn't hear anything. Did anyone hear anything when his lips moved?
Yeah, but he is quieter than everyone else.
I can say that you can call me whatever you want, James. You can call me Nathan. Just don't call me quiet on the stream.
I don't know if he could hear you.
Yeah, he can't hear me, can he?
No, I can. I can hear you. Sorry, Danny was saying that Sue hadn't introduced herself, but she had.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, everyone's introduced himself. You've gone mad,
Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in on time, Danny. Appreciate it.
Way to pay attention.
Yeah. So I'm the game mother himself. I'm not the Apollo. I'm not the Seegson Apollo model. I'm the mother model. Wayland Yutani's ship AI, much more advanced and encompassing and all powerful.
Quick, all right, we're ready to go.
I'm going to be like, did I get shot? No. What happened to me? How did I get injured so badly? Was it the alien?
You got.
It tail pierced me, didn't it? I think.
Yeah, it tried to stab you, but it didn't go all the way through.
I'll be like, sir, I think I'm bleeding out a bit. Oh, and Bishop's asleep. Not Bishop, Chaplain. Fuck's sake.
Yes, I'm outside going, Chaplain, wake up, wake up. No, shaking him.
Just hold the power button down.
Yep.
Does he have a power button that I might know about?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Come
trying to do a
out.
manual percussive maintenance on him, just shaking him.
I think there's an app on your phone that controls them.
What have you done to our synthetic?
I didn't do anything to the synthetic. He just collapsed.
Goddamn
So if you-
Wayland operating system. Damn it.
Yeah,
Did you ever
if he
restart
went
this?
down, I mean, we got to get back to base. Maybe they can do something with him. But he went down the moment that there was an explosion back at base. So maybe there's an uplink issue or something like that. But we've got to get out of here. We've got to see if we can pick up the dropship pilots and get back to base.
So
Well-
those of you that go outside, you start to hear the distant sounds of a battle being fought, of gunfire, as the UPP drop ships come in. You see over by the oil refinery, off in the distance of where you flew from, as the sun is starting to get late evening or late afternoon. You see that the crocodile Russian dropships. It's kind of like the not Russian, the UPP equivalent of the Cheyenne dropship. They have like sloping wings that slope down. They are flying in, and you can see them dropping APCs. You see like a dozen of them, like north of the city, near where the oil refinery where you were. They're dropping APCs. There's drop ships. There's Cheyennes and skimmers and crocodile dropships locked in like aerial combat up above as well at various levels at various altitudes.
All right.
Oh no.
Yep. I quickly get just identifying photos of the bodies that we left here in the house, just so we could send that back to base, particularly if there was a commander involved. And let's load up the two of you, and I just pointed to the men. Grab Chaplain. We'll see if we can figure it out on our way.
I'll grab one end.
All right. As you guys bend down to like pick Chaplain up, you see his eyes like flutter, and he comes back online again. He's like, oh. And he's looking up at you, and he's like, what happened?
You turned off. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell just happened.
Do you have a way in order to check your systems?
Well,
Yeah, it's I'm running a diagnostic now.
What's
Okay.
your prime directive,
is that in the
Chaplain?
APC?
It's to follow Captain Silva's orders.
Yeah. Well, all you get your asses back into the vehicle. All right.
Do you have any additional that are classified and you can't say anything about?
Yeah, I've got tons of classified stuff I'm not supposed to say about it. No, he's like something's weird, like something was piggybacking me. This is odd. And he's he looks at Sergeant Iona and he's like, are you okay? Are you all right?
I'm perfectly fine, Iona says, stumbling, clearly concussed, walking towards the driver's seat of the APC.
So you hear muffled weapons fire from inside the building, and Majewski comes trotting out. He's like, I took care of that last guy for you, sir.
Roger. Just get yourself back in there. All right. I couldn't do it myself, but the fact that he did, it's probably for the best that we don't leave any. They're just we'll just encounter him down the road. We're at war, so let's go. All right, and load everyone up. And get on the horn back to base, but more importantly, get on the horn to see if we can figure out where the heck Sidewinder and Brakes are.
Yeah, so Majewski's like, I'll get on the gun. Chaplain, maybe you should drive.
No, I got
Iona
this.
looks a little out of it.
I got this. I can drive. It's fine. Don't worry. I got this.
All right, Sergeant. And he gets in. Majewski gets in the turret.
Mason, just watch him. All right. And
yeah, roger that, sir.
Okay, the forward button is over here, and this is the steering stick. Okay, I think I got this. Good work, everybody. I think we all lived.
All right. See if we can punch up using. I'm sure there's some way in order to locate Sidewinder and Brakes. See if we can hail them on the radio.
Yeah, you can hail north of, or you can kind of search. There's no real radar on the APC, so you'd have to see if you can try to get them on the radio. But
am I able to get them on their camera feeds and stuff like that? Their their positional location beacons, whatever it's called.
Their PDTs. Yeah. You try to figure out. You try to locate them, and you can find them up to the north.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, we'll head there in order to pick them up. We're not going to leave them behind.
All right. So as you drive off, as the APC pulls out, Sergeant Iona kind of just backs it out of the hole that he made through the gate and starts taking it north. You can see drop ships, like crocodile drop ships, kind of scan into the city. And Sergeant Iona, go ahead and make me a piloting roll, so that you kind of pilot the APC to keep it kind of out of the notice of UPP drop ships that are kind of flying around.
Ooh.
What do we get?
We rolled 6 dice and none of them were successes.
Do you want to push that?
The push mechanic in Alien. Remind me again.
Add 1 stress.
Take a point of stress.
Yeah, take 1 point
Yeah,
of stress
absolutely.
and then roll all the dice that. Yeah.
Let's do that. Oh, good.
All
2
right,
successes on 7 dice.
So yeah, you think you got it. You hug some buildings next to a street. Kind of keep the APC out of the main thoroughfare as you head north. Let's move you guys back to the weird map.
You see, I'm driving the APC in an erratic zigzag pattern to disguise us, to hide us correctly. They can't see us if I zigzag erratically, almost drunkenly down the street.
Do we get any stress back?
Yeah, I would say it's about. Yeah, I could say it could be it could be 6 to 10 minutes to get up here. So yeah, you can get. Everyone can take 2 stress off.
Health stays the same though, correct?
No, you get health back. Oh wait, no, you get
0, 2. I don't know.
You get 2. You get 1 health back because it's only 1 turn. So yeah, 1 health back.
Okay.
Well, I'm still injured, but oh well.
You're okay.
You're
Everyone's injured. It's aliens.
Yeah, but I'm hoping to survive this. You see?
Oh yeah, you're still. But I'm hoping.
Iona just says everything. I mean, you're doing just fine, Sergeant Hammer. You'll be fine.
So yeah, you bring the APC out to 6 or 5 minutes out to the it takes you a minute to maneuver out there. You see the wreckage. There's a big huge scar where he put the Cheyenne down, and you see two guys they had already bailed out of the aircraft and were hiding in like a rock cropping off to like the left, off to the east. And when they see the APC pull up, they kind of wave and they start moving towards you.
Get on in. All right.
Heck yeah, it's good to see you guys.
In the meantime, Silva is just like chain smoking, so like the air inside
on,
is just getting hazier and hazier.
She just hasn't stopped. She hasn't stopped smoking.
Yeah. It's like one goes out, the other one comes in.
She lights she lights the new one off the old one.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
That's hardcore.
Am I allowed to go off topic? I used to have to get a bus because I couldn't drive, right? And occasionally, like especially if there's a double decker, you end up with people at the back, right at the back, smoking. Like, because you're not supposed to smoke on the buses, but people hid out on the back of the bus and smoked, especially school kids. It's mainly school kids, but there used to be this older woman that used to sit at the back, and she'd literally smoke it in seconds. Like it was the weirdest smoke someone had ever smoked I've ever seen.
She's mainlining it. Yep.
Yeah, because she's got nothing to lose.
I choose to believe that was an in-character story, and
Oh,
I was just looking at you like, what?
Ride this bus to training every day.
I think she would then get another, using the butt of the cigarette. She'd like the next one.
Yep. Yeah. So you get out here, you pull out, pick these two guys up, pick these two yahoos up, and So where are you guys headed?
We gotta get our orders. So we'll call in. ETA to back to fort in 10 minutes. Where do you want it? Which what's the current situation there? What are we heading into?
20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes.
You got Colonel Myers. You see like a person on radio is like, please hold for Myers. And then like a couple minutes later, you get a radio. Colonel Myers is like, all right, Charlie team. He's like, what's the sit rep?
We got the second one. They're whatever they got into, whatever they took, it's corrupting them. They're turning into xenomorphs one after another. We've got some information that was it Carvillo might be
I have a question.
Hold up at the hospital. Do you want us back at base, or do you want us to pursue the Sin Eater?
All right. Captain, it's a bit of a shitstorm. So I'm leading a last-ditch effort right now to counterattack to keep the fort secure. You do what you think you have to, but you got to get back here for evac. If you think you can make it to the hospital and then make it back here, you go ahead and do that. If not, just beat feet back here.
Roger. All right. And when's the evacuation?
Whenever you wrap up business and get back here.
Okay. All right. Roger. All right. Hammer?
I've got a question.
Hammer's belted into his seat with his machine gun. He's like,
I
have a question.
Would we call them xenomorphs, or would we just call them xenos? Because
this early in the lore, no, you would call it this early in the lore, you would call it a xenomorph, but xenomorph is ubiquitous.
Okay.
To any alien life form that's unidentified. Xenomorph doesn't become known like Caesar means king, but eventually it becomes, it's because of Julius Caesar's name, and it becomes the name for all rulers. But Xenomorph doesn't become the name specifically for Xenomorph XX121 until later in the plot, the meta plot of the setting.
Right. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I'm just gonna shut up.
No, you're all right. It's good. It's
I just
a valid
wondered
lore
if
question.
I just wondered if it was if that was an ubiquitous term that was being used for them. Because I know that like people call them, they're called xenomorphs, right? Aren't they? I think that's their official name.
Yeah, at one point in the lore, some years in the future, the word spreads, and colonial marines especially have heard about it. Like eventually, if you want to take the greater meta plot with the books, like the predators, the Yautja, they get like introduced into the setting as well. So it's like,
When did they turn up? Are they gonna come?
it's dope. I
In the year
debated
2007.
whether or not putting him in this scenario just for shits and giggles, but I'm not gonna. I'm running the scenario as written and pretty pure. But yeah, you could have a predator show up. It's pretty dope. Anyway, but yeah, they show up in the lore. So yeah, but that's like, I think we're like 21. What is it? 2183, something like that. So around 2183 or 2188, the predators don't show up in the lore until like 100 years later. They start to show up, and then like a couple hundred years after that, there's like, what I mean, they're a common. Like, colonial marines have heard stories about colonial marine units that have tangled with them, shit like that. But that's like,
all fucking bugs.
That's in like the 2600s, where everyone's heard of a xenomorph. Even civilians know what a xenomorph is, and like there's like colonization protocol. Like, you don't put living things on a planet. You put machines down to mine first, because they realize that eggs could be, that's like way in the future. Like, humanity learns to adapt and like figure out, hey, listen, we go colonize a rock, you don't drop anything living on it first. First, you send machinery in and dig and stuff until you figure out there's no eggs that can infect anybody. And then, it's cool. It's a cool universe. Anyway, you're in the infant stages where everybody gets face hugged and dies. So the lessons they're going to learn, the lessons you're going to learn, they're going to learn off the knowledge that that happens in this scenario. So okay, yeah, so yeah, you're driving south, or I think what's that big highway there?
So can you ping where in the map we were?
The insurgent compound is right here.
Oh yeah, all the way over there. Yeah,
District West, but in the north portion.
Yeah.
So there's like Route 3.
Yeah.
Heads pretty good stuff. San Rocco medical facilities over here.
Yeah. And they dropped their troops up in the oil refinery area up here in the oil fields there. So we need to avoid that area by going exactly kind of parallel roads or whatever we can down 3, and then I guess side streets in order to wind our way over to the medical facility.
Okay, yeah. So
I would, because if I was an airship, I would be patrolling the main routes, right? So
yeah, but you realize that, so like if you make an observation roll, as a matter of fact.
Could do that. Observation, not so good. Oh, but still a success.
Right, so I will tell you this: you realize if you drive farther into the city towards Fort Nebraska, Fort Nebraska's got like railgun spikes that shoot down things that fly. They shoot
okay, all right, so we can get air cover then.
And they're currently spiking something up in the atmosphere. So that tactically you wouldn't you'd stand a much greater chance of being spotted by aircraft if you were closer to UPP forces, which are landing in the north.
Right. So we can go down
stuff
3
flying over the city, but they're not concerned with what's going on in the city. They're concerned with a dogfight up in the air right now.
Yep.
So if you drive deeper into the city, you're probably a better bet.
So down 3, and then kind of cut across almost past the Marshall station.
Gotcha.
Down. So it'd be like 3 to 1 to whatever that crossroad is by the Marshall station. And then there's, I guess we can keep on heading down to 5 to get up to then.
We could just head over. You could just drive past. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Drive down to 5 real quick, and then you're good. Yeah. Okay.
You got it, Captain. Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a very good plan.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
As we watch Iona swerve across every fucking lane possible.
I got this.
You've blown the transaxle. You're just grinding metal. Ease up.
And he's saying, what road am I following? What do you mean? What
Why
road you're
are-
following? The two roads. There's two roads here. Which one should I be on?
Yeah.
Why are there
The
6
middle
pedals
road.
if there are only 4 directions?
Okay, let me see.
Hey Dante, why don't you take a look at Chapman and figure out why he shut off and turned back on?
Yeah, I'll take a look, see how that diagnostics is going.
All right, so you you move over to Chaplin. And Chaplin's like so you sit next to Chaplin and talk with him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, listen, something weird is happening with me. I'm okay now. I'm in complete control. But it was like
That's what someone who's not in complete control would
it
say,
was
right?
like I was inside myself looking out. There may have been somebody controlling me. Did anything happen? Did I do anything? Did anything happen?
There was a big explosion, wasn't there?
Okay, so maybe the base got hit.
Yeah. Are you receiving remote signals from the base?
I'm receiving nothing, which is odd. I didn't even know somebody could pilot me.
Perhaps we need a helmet for you as well.
That'd be yeah. Well, we got some in the APC. I'll wear a helmet.
Yeah, keep the rogue brain signals out.
You gotta put some tinfoil on it first, right? So
Yeah.
he puts the helmet on and he puts his mustache on. He's like, maybe the mustache will help too. He's like, how am I? And like he wiggles and his head bobbles, like his helmet bobbles.
You look great. Do you want to check me over for practice?
Yeah, I'll yes, here, sit in auto dock. And yeah, he sits you down. And so what do you want him specifically to do?
I'll indicate bits of me that are hurting. So back,
Okay.
head, rib cage, teeth.
All right, yeah. So he's gonna use the auto dock and he's gonna scan you. Okay. So are you real quick with no, never mind. You already know. You already know your character's like the details of your character's backstory.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So he starts scanning you. Sergeant Iona, it is time to make some mobility or some piloting checks as you scream down Route 3.
Yeah, we're swerving and bobbing and weaving down traffic.
So don't forget.
Why do you only have?
So don't forget to
I
say
thought
what
we
you
were-
roll.
I rolled 1 failure. I thought we recovered a stress from. I can add another stress in.
Oh, wait,
I can
no,
just roll it.
you pushed.
You push the
no,
roll.
Yeah, but you recovered. Yeah, you guys recovered 2 stress. That makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, you could recover. You could recover 2 stress coming down because it's been another turn.
Oh, okay. In that case,
Yeah.
it's just a bunch of failures.
Okay.
No successes. I will push it though.
Okay.
Probably roll the same thing.
All
2 successes on 6 dice.
right, and 1 stress. So is everybody taking away at least 2 stress?
Yeah, I didn't get very far down on my stress level though.
Yeah, you'd accumulated a lot. Okay, so still hopped.
Is
up
there a
on-
way of calming down
meth.
some more? Is there any way of reducing stress even more at all?
No. You can get stress reduced if you are panicking and somebody makes a command roll to calm you down.
And interacting with your personal item.
That's right. Interacting with
What
your
about-
personal item
What about my
can give you
buddy? What
once
about
per scenario.
What about interacting with my buddy?
With your what? Your buddy?
I
Yeah.
think I can probably calm you down a bit more. Because I have a
What's-
talent for
oh.
that.
Oh, my signature item is X-Stims.
Is it really?
His thing that gives him comfort is methamphetamines.
Shit.
The source of and solution to all of my
I
problems.
got
Stimulants.
this space Adderall. Or
Yeah, I'm gonna.
methamphetamines.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes, I have a talent where if we engage in some friendly banter, then you lose a bit more stress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
let's
which is why you
engage
guys are. Which is what. Well, you guys are. I'm taking into account because one of you has banter. So whenever I say you take 2 stress off, that's because normally you only take 1 stress off per turn, but I'm saying take 2 because one of you guys has banter. It's a Marine unit. There's always a Joker. There's always a Hudson there to release the tension so it can build again.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll do some stims.
He's again strapped into the thing like.
I'm right at the back. I'm right at the back. Everyone else is focused on like what's going on, and I'm just going.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Stig is just looking at you.
Yeah.
Like, test tubes, man. Test. You know what? I'm telling you right now, Hammer. There's no place I'd rather be than sitting right next to you. He's like, because it's a mess up there. And he points to the roof of the sky where there's a massive like dropship firefight going on, or dropship dogfight going on.
I guess Hammer's like, fuck. What's he? He's like, yeah. I guess. How do I do? Yeah, let's be.
You don't have to because you're high, so you can.
Yeah,
train
okay.
of thought.
No. Yeah. So Hammer looks over and goes. Shit's gonna get even more real, right? You know that, don't you? We've probably got more of those fucking things to deal with as well. The things that eat through the thing that ate through the floor. The thing that was wearing the woman's skin earlier. The thing that attacked Dante. In the security station and at that house that we were at the insurgents place that we was at.
Well, if we can find Wayland Yutani, rep, you can fucking frag her for all I care.
But they gave us a number to contact them, Captain.
Yeah, and what's she gonna do? Tell us in order to do what? Right? If they're the ones behind this, I'll make sure that they'll pay. But right now, we just need to get these senators and then get off this fucking rock.
Well, they're probably dead, Captain. Can we not just assume they're dead?
Can't assume anything. We got to follow our mission, and our mission right now is in order to retrieve these other 2 that are AWOL.
Did we retrieve the woman? Did we just pick up a discarded skin? Is that what we did?
No, but I think you wasted her just fine. We got photos. We sent them back. It's not exactly we can pick up samples. I mean, that stuff eats through everything.
All right, so.
Oh, my leg's gone to sleep.
I thought you took stims.
Yeah, but I was sitting cross-legged and my leg's gone to sleep. Is there a trick to sitting cross-legged without making your leg go to sleep? Oh.
Don't sit cross-legged?
Yeah. Continually change which leg is over the other one.
Yeah. Like, never stop moving. Just constantly keep your legs rotating the entire time you're sitting in the APC on stims.
Just rocking back and forth.
Legs bouncing.
Sergeant Hammer, are you vibrating?
That's your driving, Iona.
I should turn off the monitors.
So what does stims do again? Have I got?
It gives you a +2 to anything that was strength or mobility related, and a plus. I think it's +1 to observation as well. Observation, strength, or mobility.
It doesn't reduce stress, does it?
No, it does not, and prolonged use to it can have negative side effects.
Look, I'm probably already addicted, but...
Oh, yeah, you're already addicted, yes.
But I am... It is my signature item, right?
Yeah. So if you want to interact with it, you can interact with it. Or you can just pad it in your cargo pocket and reduce 1 stress.
Oh, really? I didn't have to take... I assumed I had to take them to reduce my stress.
I mean, no. I mean, it could be like... Interaction could be just like it gives you comfort. I still got 1 hit left. So if the shit really hits a fan, I could just juice up and go...
Oh, okay. Because I've been taking them because I thought that's the only way I can reduce stress.
No.
Okay, I don't take it on the back of the fucking truck then, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I figured you were just going to kind of mess with it.
I'll guess I'll slide my hand into my one of my combat pouches or something and just check that it's there.
All right, yeah.
The 3 syringes that I've got left.
All right. Yeah, they're there. They're there all right.
And then I'll just breathe
So yeah, so Stig still says that. He's like, there's no place I'd rather be. Strapped in next to you. This is gonna be yeah. So
Can I reduce the stress?
Yeah, go ahead. Take one off.
I'm down to 2. I'm still
Alright.
quite high, but I'm down to 2.
That's okay. 2's all right. You want a healthy level of stress. So even if you rolled a 6, 7, 8, yeah, the chances of you actually getting a panic attack off of 2 stress is not that big. It's possible, but
Yeah.
not probable.
Of course it is. Of course it's possible. It's me we're talking about.
I'm
not Dante, who rolls really low all the time.
Unless it
Unless
matters,
it's shooting.
and she rolls good. and she survives an attack she should not have survived at least twice. All right, okay, so yeah, you drive by the Marshal station. It's completely destroyed.
I got it.
It's
I
been
hit
hit by ordnance and stuff. It's been completely leveled. There's I mean, you could go sift through the rubble if you want, but
No, we don't have the time for it.
all right, you're on your way to San Rocco, and you see when you get to San Rocco, you see that there's a couple of the Weyland-Yutani vehicles that actually let me drag you guys over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Assuming that there's a kind of an overhang or something like that by the main entrance of the hospital, is probably the best place in order to pull up so that we get some cover from
You want
above.
you want to try and park it in as an so that you don't draw attention to yourself.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good size. That's still kind of really, really small. Okay, yeah. So really, just need these to kind of mark. I'm gonna make these a little bit bigger. Okay. And yeah, you see a Weyland-Yutani vehicle that's parked out front. You pull up to San Rocco, and San Rocco has also been hit by ordnance. The northern part of the building where it's listed as recovery, all that is smashed and exploded. It's all smashed in and it's rubble, and some of it's on fire. The lobby area is messed up. The treatment. This is storage. Hold on a sec. So next to the morgue, there's a series of rooms labeled like 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
That part of the hospital is fairly intact, except right here where I'm pinging, it's kind of open. Like there's no door or wall there. It's a bunch of rubble, and you can walk into the hospital. You can walk in. You can make entry through that entrance. Most of the lobby has been smashed up as well.
Is it still accessible through the lobby?
Yeah, you can climb through lobby wreckage and stuff, and then kind of get to this break in the wall where you can get into the hospital.
All right. Well, we're gonna. I mean, looking at it, where's the Weyland-Yutani vehicles? Are they parked in the front, or are they parked by that break in the wall?
They're parked in the front, and they've also been heavily shot up. Go ahead, as the APC pulls up, Sergeant Iona, give me an observation roll, and Captain Silva, give me an observation check as you look at the cameras.
One failure on the stress die and no successes on 4 dice.
Go ahead and roll a panic roll.
Okay. There's the panic. Oh, there we go. Panic.
And Silver, what did you get?
You're okay.
No successes, but I'll get to it. Yeah, but I'm going to push it.
Okay.
Was lacking stress. Now let's pick some up, and Still no successes. That's all we can. So I don't spot anything. I'm looking back and seeing how jittery Hammer still is, and just clearly missed whatever we were supposed to spot. Um, Shit, looks like Wayland Katani got here before us, but it must have been they might have been hit. We got to sweep the hospital real quick to see if we can find any survivors. Looks like only the medical surgical area is still intact. I can't imagine there's going to be anyone in the lobby. I think we go around to the back.
I'm gonna look at Dante and go, "What, Dante? Why don't you look at the bleepy thing?"
Oh, you mean the motion tracker?
Yeah, the bleepy thing.
Yeah, let's see if there's anyone in here.
Yeah, you hit the motion tracker, and you're coming up with nothing. Just the pulse. That's it.
Looks like there's nothing moving in there.
Yeah.
It's also the power has also been turned off, or not turned off, but the power's been knocked out, so it's dark as well, in some of the recesses of the structure, bombed out structure.
Let's enter through through that back entrance here in the northwest corner. But let's pull the vehicle around. There's no reason in order to park this far away.
Alrighty. So go right ahead, move your tokens. Here's the entrance right here. You have you've parked the thing. I figure you're going to leave Smajewski and Mason in the vehicle.
Yep, along with Sidewinder and brakes.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
I mean, both of them are pilots. Is there going to be a big difference between piloting a ground vehicle versus?
But they can handle it.
They could handle it if they needed to. All right.
You can control a drop ship from a sea. You get no problem.
Yeah.
Driving a grunt APC around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, thanks for the arrow. Execute. All right. So, who are our heavy gunners again?
Me.
And me, although I'm looking pretty rough.
Right. Yeah. Iona, you hang back with me. Hammer, Dante, you take point.
Got a bad feeling about this drop.
I believe in you, Dante. Hammer, you can do it. And the teeth thing doesn't look bad at all.
I'll be like, if I die here, Iona, I'm coming back and haunting you.
That's okay. You'll be dead, so it shouldn't be too bad. I think. I don't know. Good luck.
All right.
I'm gonna give Dante the look of like, why is he in charge of us?
Yeah. In the event of serious breakdown in command, he who takes charge is in charge, or she who takes charge is in charge. So it's like the command structures can be fluid in combat situations as well. So if somebody's like, I don't know what to do, you'd be like, all right, well, I know what to do. We're moving out. Let's go. Anyway, so what?
I guess we would go in covering each other, right? One moves forward while one's covering the other.
Yeah, so you guys go in bounding Overwatch. Excellent. I like it.
I think I'm going to stay pretty close to them as well.
Yeah, so you enter. Let's take some of the gunfire out a little bit.
Yep. Which leaves me holding back with Mason and Chaplin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you make entry into the hospital. The whole place has been like the power's out. It's smashed up. You move in. You don't really see anything that is out of the ordinary. There's medical stores and storage and stuff off to your right. You do see that there was some like activity that was down here. Like there's some stuff that's been pushed out of the out of one of the rooms or whatever, and it looks like there was some activity in like the examination room 4.
All right.
Head down to 4. We'll while they make their way down that hallway, I'm gonna have Mason just kind of watch our 6 going outside, and
Okay.
in case anything's and then both Chaplain and I will kind of stay up here so that we can at least check in both directions, both north and east. And kind of just make sure that nothing's coming that way while they're heading down and clearing that part of the building.
Okay. So who's if you go, are you making you're going to clear these recovery rooms as you go in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you move through and clear them. Everything seems to be okay. They look like they've been. The doors to the recovery rooms you can't open. Like you can get in there to where it says like 02, but that door that's next to it, you can't open it without power. And there's like viewing glass as well. There's like pretty strong viewing glass, and there's a door that's there that without power or some way to supply power to the door to get it to open, you can't get it open basically.
Are they able to shine lights in there or through the viewing glass to
you
basically see that it's clear? Otherwise, I'm sure we have breach charges or something.
I'm checking the ceiling as well. I'm looking at the ceiling. I don't want something dropping down on us like before.
Gotcha.
Yeah, check
so
the big cocoons.
Yeah.
All melted holes.
Check for biosacks and crazy shit. So yes, you guys move in. Somebody's got top cover. Someone's moving forward with their gun up, with their pulse rifle up. So you move down in, and you get into. Who's the first people into examination room 4? It's gonna be Dante and Hammer.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are the first ones through every time. Anyway. So
They're the
Dante
tip of the
and Hammer move in.
tip of the spear.
Dante, Hammer, Iona, and Silva. Make me mobility checks. Hold on a sec. Let me see. I'll ask you specifically. Let's see.
And Chaplain's with me.
Yeah. Mobility pilot. Yes, mobility because it's a stealth roll. To see how quiet you guys are moving. Oh, sorry.
Oh, one success.
Yeah, Dante, roll again and sorry. Everyone roll with a +2.
Oh, what? I'm just rolling.
You've already got a
extra
success.
dice.
You're good to go. Don't worry about it. Everybody roll again with a +2. Sorry.
Just gonna roll 2
It's
dice.
relatively easy. It's a relatively easy check.
Oh, one of those is a success.
The 6 and one of those is a 1. So we have the 6. The 6 passes.
One success.
And Silva.
Silver's not moving.
Oh, he's gonna stay up there. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
moving.
staying up
That's
there.
fine.
I need Chaplain drag next to me.
Okay, so you move in. You guys are moving quiet. Nobody's dinging like machine guns off doors and stuff and making any noise. You move in, elbows in tight, and you stay quiet. Quiet as a church mouse. So Dante moves into examination room 4. Hammer right with her, with the the machine gun on her side. You guys kind of shine a light in to look into the examination room, and you see Carvalho's chest-bursted body is sitting on the gurney. And you see the doctor. It looks like the doctor has been. The doctor's laying against this chair here, and it looks like he's passed out, like on the floor in like the fetal position.
Question: do we see any Whale and Utani people anywhere on our way down here?
Make an observation roll.
Okay, or the remains of them? Any sort of sign that they've been through? One success.
Yeah, when you came down where Captain Silva is here, when you look down towards this direction, towards the hallway, towards the rubble that's basically there, you see one of their boots outside the rubble. Like there's a body underneath all that rubble. You're like, yeah, that's one of the Wayne Tiny ape suits. It's one of their environmental suits.
I'm gonna radio over to Captain Silva and say we found the body.
Sue, make me a panic check, please. As your flashlight dawns on a chest-bursted body, go ahead and make me a panic roll. I don't think you don't have any stress, do you? You're muted.
Yes, so I was. Yeah, I currently have 0 stress.
Oh, you're okay. So you don't panic. So your heart rate increases. Hammer, make me an observation roll.
Oh,
so Dante, bollocks. Remember, you get a +2 to it because you're all hopped up on Mountain Dew, or as they call methamphetamines.
Hell yeah! Shit! I've got 2 successes.
Make a panic roll. As you notice that Dante is bleeding
A 7.
sheets of not really sheets of blood, she's bleeding blood out of her nose, coming straight down over her face and onto her uniform. So Dante, yeah, your heart rate increases. You don't really notice you have a bloody nose, as we're going to flash back to a conversation that you had with Chaplin about 15 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago inside the APC.
Right.
So you're hooked to the auto dock, and Chaplin is he's got his helmet on and his mustache, and everybody else is having their conversation. Hammer is talking about the benefits of X stims, and Stig and everybody is, they're like, yeah, I'd rather no place I'd rather be. And Sergeant Owen is like, I'm sticking to this road. There's 6 pedals, 4 directions. This is nuts stuff. And Captain Silva is trying to get an update from command, and he's handling some stuff. And Chaplin leans in and he's like, I don't know how to tell you this, but you've got a parasite inside of you. Do you have any idea how this got here?
I'm guessing it's when that thing at the Marshall station stabbed me.
Doesn't make any sense though. Like, why would it? But it didn't go into your skin, did it? I don't think it pierced your armor.
I'm a bit confused about that now.
Where were you yesterday?
Where was I yesterday?
You were being checked out of the med bay. So you were you were in like I think you were in the medical surgery area, sub-level 3, and you were just getting discharged from you were in a medical induced coma, and they had remember, because they had replaced your spine with
Yeah, I was just getting out of med bay after getting that spinal synaptic implant sorted.
Okay, so yeah, but where were you before that? You don't know, you were passed out.
Oh, well, yeah, you don't want to be awake for that.
Okay. You said you were on sub-level 3?
Yeah.
You were told you were capable for sub-level 3, then you were brought up to 2 and discharged from the you woke up, and they discharged you from med bay. And then the very next day you reported to duty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. This all went down just as I got out.
Well, I'm not going to say anything, but I don't know how much time you have. If it's anything like what we've been seeing, maybe a day. Unless we can find a way to get it out of you.
Well,
I think maybe
something at the medical facility that'll help.
Maybe, yeah, a Paulson, like a Paulson pod. That's the thing from Prometheus that Naomi Rapace went in and had that thing C-sectioned out of her in the movie. Chaplin doesn't say this. Chaplin's like, there was a case a long time ago. He's talking about a Paulson. It's a really, really advanced medical pod. Autodoc is like the primitive version of it. It's like the Commodore 64 of surgical pods, whereas the Paulson is like the MacBook Lite or whatever. It's the Alienware or whatever. It's the most advanced, yeah. He's like, if we can find one of those, maybe. Or maybe someone back on base. One of the surgeons back on base. but he's like, I'm gonna keep a close eye on you. You let me know if you feel anything like different.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, so coming back to Dante comes face to face. Naturally, nobody else knows, but you come face to face with, like, unless you can figure out a way to save yourself, you come face to face with what your fate is. And Carvalho is laid out on the stretcher, and he's got his chest has been bursted out. Make a, because you didn't, Hammer noticed you. And Dante, make a observation roll.
So what do I notice?
You notice her bleeding from the nose.
I noticed nothing
All right.
with no successes.
I will be like, Dante, your nose is bleeding.
What?
Your nose is bleeding.
I will check.
Yeah, there's a one of your nostrils is got a whole bunch of blood coming out of it, and now you start to notice it and taste it because you were kind of preoccupied with staring at it.
Oh, crap. Chaplain?
Do you shout for Chaplain?
Yeah.
Okay, you shout for Chaplain. All right. Go ahead and roll for initiative then. So, you guys failed your. Whoops, this minimized. Roll initiative dice. Wait, let me get a turn tracker up. Sorry. I promise I know what I'm doing. Make sure you grab your turn tracker and.
Do you know what I mean? Grab your token.
Yeah, grab your token, not your turn tracker. Sorry. This thing's huge. I don't want it that big. No, I want it that big. Okay.
That's what she said.
Always, homie. All right. Where is
Dante, would you like to go before me? You being the one that's yelling and all.
Yeah, I feel like it might all be academic at this point.
We both rolled the same initiative, so one of us will have to go first. I propose.
Okay.
Sure, you don't want to go first, so you can like run away.
What am I going to run away? Oh, I'm so hurt, I say, as this thing is clawing at the glass and spitting acid at us.
as it's clawing to get to?
I am not going to run away, he said, backing away slowly.
Brave Robin.
You got this.
Yeah, so just as you're you kind of sitting there, you notice like you're staring at each other. Your one of the xenomorphs, your motion sensor starts pinging. You're here in the corner, a xenomorph unfolds, like stands up, and you see the Hammer. You see it first because you're kind of like Dante's facing you. And when Dante shouted, your flashlights are kind of like moving around, or your shoulder lamps are kind of moving, and you see this thing stand up from the corner that was kind of hiding down below the bed and in the corner, curled up in the corner, and it stands up to its full height, which is like just over 6 feet, just over 6 feet tall, a little bit larger than a standard human. This thing stands up and unfolds, and Captain Silva, it is your turn. As
Silva doesn't is what's the situation? Do you find them? All I'm going to do is just be talking over the radio because I don't know any about don't see it, don't know about the nosebleed.
Makes sense. Let's see what's Hammers.
Yeah.
Hammers. Okay, so Dante, you see the look as you shout. You see the look on Hammer's face. Like it's a look you've seen before. It's not a look of fear. It's a look of slight surprise, and then a slight anticipation of violence.
I'll immediately look round to see what he's looking at.
A fully grown one of those things that attacked, one of the xenomorphs that attacked you in the security station.
Yeah, is this door sealed?
The door is sealed, and the glass is fairly thick, but you don't know how. You assume it is not bullet or xenomorph fist proof. It's definitely not like safety glass or anything like that, but it is well built.
I will suggest to Hammer that we back up a bit.
What? You asked for a hammer?
Have Hammer will fight.
Let's put some distance between us and it before it comes through the glass.
Right. Pull back then.
And then I will do exactly that.
All right. So I would say like the room that you're in is a zone. The hallway that you just moved into is a zone, and then right above your head, your token's head, marks the next zone that you can move up to all the way where like Captain Silva is. So with 2 actions, you could move 2 zones if you wanted to, or you can move out to that zone and then hold an action if you want, like go into Overwatch, basically.
I'm going to go into Overwatch
All right,
because I'm backing up, but I'm not abandoning them.
gotcha.
Well, you should go. I'd pull the way back up because me and we're both going before the xenomorph, so we might be able to pull up to where Captain Silver is. Maybe stand behind Captain Silver, so she has to deal with it.
Okay, if you're going to be joining me, then I'll back up some more.
What the fuck's the situation?
There's another one of those things. It's 6 foot tall, kind of drippy looking.
Well, fucking light it up.
It's behind the safety glass.
Well, light it up.
Was that a command set over the radio?
Yeah, you can hear him. He's like, light the fucking thing up. All
From
right,
a distance.
Yeah, Dante, calm as ever. From a distance. All right, so starting Iona.
Do I see this thing from where I'm
Yeah,
standing in the doorway?
you see Hammer, like he's directly facing it, and his light is shining in that room through the glass. So you see it through the glass, refracted light through glass. You see this thing stand up, this all black insect, spiky, shadowy form, like straight out of a nightmare.
Oh shit! I full auto fire at it. With the smart gun.
Fiddlesticks.
Oh, butters. What range is it at? Is it
We'll call
penalty
it.
applied?
No, we'll call it. It's not point blank, but it's not past medium, so we'll call it short range.
short range? So that's +1, I think.
Let me look at
Let me
my
pull up the
handy
range
dandy,
chart.
handy dandy chat.
Short range is no
Shows
modification.
Nothing. Yep.
Okay,
no
full auto, so
modification.
+2 and a stress.
Heck yeah, +2 and a stress. That's a lifestyle.
It-
+2 and
the
a
full,
stress.
yeah, the full auto lifestyle is
Yeah, as a
certainly
Marine,
a lifestyle.
you'd be all about that full auto lifestyle.
All right. 3 hits, as much damage as possible at it. Just ba, 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 ba.
Alrighty. It is going to make a roll.
Suppose it gets armor from the window as well, right?
Yeah, but just 2 though. It's not a lot. But you did make it easier for it to run back out at you guys now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. That's it. Would have done that anyway.
That'd be the most cruel thing. It's actually trapped in there. And we don't know about it.
Yeah. The funny thing is, the rules are like if it never senses you, it just stays there. But it wasn't going to detect you. But then Dante was like, "Chaplain," and then I'm bleeding. Boom. All right. Cool. And you did 3 damage, 4, 5, 6. Excellent.
Now, isn't that aren't those armor piercing
5.
rounds?
They are.
Oh, cool.
I think.
Never mind then. Let's roll half that then. Correct. 4, 6, 6. Enter. All right, 1 anyway. So yeah. All right. Yeah. So you light it up. Do you want to do anything for a slow action
I believe that is a slow
or
action.
fast action?
Fast action, I'd like to move
Alrighty.
to about there.
So, and pulls back. Yeah, so Iona just opened up right next to you, Hammer.
All right. Well, because it's hammer time, right?
It's hammer time.
I've got clear line of sight to it, haven't I? Is what you said.
Oh yeah. You it's right in front of you.
Hammer is going to full auto the bastard.
Okay.
I get +2 because of full auto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then do I get +2 because of the stupid the stim arm still on?
Stems, yeah.
So it's +4. Oh dear. Right, it's 3 successes and a facehugger symbol.
So roll for panic.
Alright, I roll for panic. I got a 5 on panic, so I'm okay for panic.
Sorry, I've got teenagers. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you roll and you rolled a panic, so you did not. You guys are lucky as shit. You did not panic. 3 successes. You going for maximum damage?
Yes, maximum damage.
Okay. Hold on, let me move this. Alrighty. Come here, you. This thing lets out that stereotypical. Roll a so you hit it. Roll a 1d6, please. Hammer.
A 5.
Clip it. Do a bunch of damage to it. All right. It's blown apart.
Is it dead?
It is dead. Like dead for good. Dead. Because you see it come to pieces and the acid blow through. Like so, as you back up and lay down suppressing fire, you see its torso and arm and like part of its head just shatter and it comes apart. The acid blood sprays all over the back, like this whole area right here where I'm pinging. Like the acid sprays everywhere and soaks the whole wall and yeah.
Target neutralized, Captain.
Shit! What the hell were these things doing everywhere? I mean, what did you see?
What do you mean? What did I see?
Well, again, I wasn't there, so I mean, I might have been monitoring. I guess I was monitoring over my little hand unit, my little thing,
Yeah.
but with shaky cam and everything else. There was another one of those. I guess all of them are fucking infected.
They must have had some really bad cornbread, I think.
Did we look in the medical storage closet yet?
No, but I was about to recommend that maybe we should take all the medical supplies.
Well, I think I'm rather curious what's in here. I say, pointing at the medical storage door.
Well, sweep all the rest of the space as well. There could be more of them.
I'm going to open the door to the medical storage and look inside.
All right, make an observation check.
It's not full of egg pods. Whew.
It's full of
Oh, it might be.
If you played Half-Life, these things are everywhere now.
Make a little head crab noise.
Little head crabs.
Yeah, no successes on 5 dice.
Hey, that's that works. Yeah, it's a medical storage.
No
closet.
success. No successes. I said.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Oh.
You open the door, you see it's it looks like it's been like looted. but not like thorough. So like there's medical supplies been taken out of here, but it's like the hospital was busy. So there are some stuff like scattered. There's drugs and like medical supplies, scalpels, sterilized instruments, that type of stuff. There's a med kit. There's an auto dock in there, but you probably can't you probably don't want to lug that out. You got one on the APC anyway.
This make it an item I can use at some point. I take it.
A what?
Well, I'm
Med
gonna
kit?
head
Yes.
over. I'm gonna head over to the other side of the corridor then, and check out room 3.
I'm adding the medkit to my inventory.
Yeah, it's nothing. You see nothing in there, James.
Right, room 3 clear. Maybe check room 1 and 2 while you're up there. If it has, well, have we checked? Did we check room 1 and 2?
Yeah, I think we checked those two rooms
you
as we were
checked them as
coming
you
down.
came down. Yeah.
All right, I'll be like, well, it's cleared down here, Captain. What do you want me to do now?
Fuck, I think we head back to base.
What do you want me to kill now?
Yeah.
So there's your radio keys in, Captain Silva,
hmm
and you hear
Charlie team.
yeah, you hear a familiar voice. You hear Corporal Wright. So you hear like a slight female voice come over the radio. She's like, Charlie Lee, this is Corporal Wright reporting.
Right, where the hell are you?
By the APC outside the medical facility. If you come on out, I think we need to talk.
Over. All right, I shut off the comms and quickly gather the folks here. Right's outside. Just keep your eyes peeled. If she got infected as well, it could be one more.
Well, I suppose I'm going to go outside.
All right.
Call into the APV. Keep your eyes out. There's Wright's supposed to be right outside. Anyone have eyes on her?
You see the turret go all, whippy as
Yeah.
she tries to scan. She's just like, you hear the radio. She's like, hey, tell Twitchy in the turret to calm down. He can't see me anyway.
Right. Dante, use the motion tracker.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't pick up anything. She's not. So, right next to you, not right next to you, but as you're outside, part of where the APC sits, there's some rubble, and you see kind of some of the rubble move, and there's looks like there was a pocket and then a cloak, like a tarp, like a painted, a nasty tarp gets moved, and you see Corporal Wright stand up. And she's got she's got a Marine uniform on with her some of her body armor, but she's got a sniper rifle, and she's got some kit that she has that she wears for sniper because she's your designated marksman for the Sin squad. And she gets out of the rubble, and she has her weapon, her hands up, and she doesn't have her hand on the weapon's trigger. She has her weapon up, and she's walking down the rubble coming towards you guys.
I said, drop the weapon.
Yeah, I'll drop it when I get to you. You don't have anything to worry about me.
Fucking drop the weapon.
She stops and puts the weapon down.
All right.
While they're doing this,
yeah.
I'm going to go into the medical stores and see if they've got any more, if they've got any stims.
They do not have X stims because it's a hospital, but they do have some stuff. It's not as good, but it works in a pinch. They've got some. They got some Never Sleep pills.
Oh, that would be good.
They've got some hydration, which is kind of they have saline, but you don't want saline. You want the hydration stuff. They've got Naproleve, which is it's an injectable instant pain reliever.
All right, I'll take that.
It says right here in the rules, this is great. Recommended for use during any self-inflicted cesarean performed to extract an unconventional fetus from your womb. There's nods to lore and the movies and books and stuff all through this rule book. It's great.
So enough, that's what I'm looking for as well.
Yeah. So
possibly dragging Chaplin along with me.
Yeah. So yeah, Yeah, you find a whole bottle of never sleep pills. So it's enough to it's enough to give, it's enough to give multiple. It'll keep you awake for days, basically. You've got enough pills to keep you awake for days. You don't want to do that, but you've got enough just in case you needed to. You've got like 6 bottles of hydration, but you don't really need that.
It's the modern day version of Pedialyte. Yep.
Yeah, it counteracts the effects of like hypersleep and dehydration and stuff like that. Nap relief. This is all like stuff that's readily available in like most medically stocked like facilities. So nap relieves pain relief. Boom. It immediately, once you inject it, it immediately reduces your stress level to 0.
Okay.
But an overdose of nap relief can have an intoxicating effect. Each dose beyond the first in the same shift, which is an 8-hour period, gives a -1 modification to all agility-based skill rolls until the end of the shift. And it's cumulative. So if you take, if you take 2, it's a -1. If you take 3, that's a -2.
Oh, fair enough. Well, that might be useful. I don't know if I had some of that already. I can't remember what.
You haven't had it yet.
Okay, because I know he
I've got
injected
some.
with.
You hit yourself with X-Dims. But so you have, let's see, you have 4 doses of nap relief as well.
Right.
Excuse me. You have 3 doses of nap relief.
Do I need to write that down? Yeah. So what have I got again?
I'll write it down for you. Don't worry about
Right.
it. I'm gonna label this hammers drugs. I'll give you a handout after game as well. Are you taking the water, like the hydration stuff? You just taking the hard shit, the never sleep pills?
Sure, I'll take the hydration shit as well.
It's great.
Hey guys, do you want to get some hydration in you? It's really hard
you
shit.
You want to stay awake all night with no stress and stay really hydrated? I'm your guy. 3 doses of nap relief. And I said 6 bottles of hydration.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Hell yeah. So cut back to, or are you finished?
Yeah, sorry I
Yeah, you're okay.
interrupted your little thing.
No, it's fine. We'll cut back to right as she's like, I'm freaking out, Captain.
Yeah, no shit. So are we. You know what happened to the others?
I assumed you were on the trail. I've been following you for a while. I didn't
What the
know if
hell
I
did
should
you guys
turn
get
myself.
into?
I didn't know if I should turn myself in or not. The whole squad decided we'd see if the UPP could help us, but that seems like a shit idea at this point.
What the hell did you guys get yourselves into?
Okay, she's like, she walks up and she like recounts the whole story. So she's like, we were on guard down in sub-level 3. As you know, we get pulled down there for guard duty on various projects and stuff. Well, I don't know what they were doing with you, but they pulled half the squad down there. So we were guarding this project called Project Life Force. It's some bioweapons program that the company freaks and the military, Colonel Myers and his weird ass assistant jail, that android bitch, have been working on. It's this parasite that it's these creatures they found someplace. This parasite affixes itself to your face, puts something in you, and then it hatches and bursts out of you. They didn't.
Yeah, we've been seeing them.
They seriously misjudged the intelligence of these things, and they. I don't know what happened, but they got out. I think they one of them killed another one and used its blood to like break out of the facility. Everything went nuts. We tried killing a bunch of them, and then I had that thing. The last thing I remember is I had that thing attached to my face, and I passed out. They kind of got everything under control by the time this thing came off my face. Colonel Myers said they were going to make it okay, and they had a possible solution, and they injected us with this weird solution that they'd got from someplace else. Honestly, I don't think they know what they're doing. I think they were just hoping it would work.
You've got one of those fucking things inside you, and again,
Yeah,
gun trained. Yeah.
Yes. and I'm freaking out because I don't know how to get it out of me. And Chaplain's like, "Sir, I could examine her. Put her in the auto dock and."
All right. Get her secure. Get her hands. So handcuff her first.
All right. She said, "Cat, the handcuffs necessary? It's a war.
It's
You're gonna need
it's
every
a war, and we've seen what these fucking things can do.
You're gonna
All
need
right.
every trigger." Yeah, well, I didn't know that Colonel Myers was gonna put us on this detail and just inject us with something else, and then hope for the best. It was going AWOL was a bad idea. I got it, but we didn't know what else to do. Everybody started freaking out.
Well, all of you, except for you, are dead at this point. So whatever is inside you, we've seen them. We've seen what they could do. They practically tore up Dante and Hammer in just seconds. Fucking things bleed acid. What the hell's that all about?
I don't fucking know.
If it's inside you and we can't get it out, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, believe me, I know. That's why I'm freaking out. All right, so
is there an auto dock inside the hospital that we can use instead?
Yeah, there's one inside the medical storage.
Yeah.
Send her in there.
Yeah, there's no way I want her inside of our one escape vehicle. In case something goes wrong. I want to secure the and there's in these other examination rooms, wouldn't they have like a auto docks in there too? Or is it just there happens to be one in storage?
What do you mean? No, it's in storage. It's in the storage cloud, but you could turn it on and it functions.
Okay, all right.
The chaplain can set it up, turn it on, and start using it.
Yep. I want to, Dante, what the hell happened to your nose? You run into something?
Not sure. It happened when I saw the thing.
Spontaneous nose bleeding?
Yeah, I think we should get Chaplain to take a look at me.
We are all under a lot of stress right now. It could just be because of blood pressure.
Hammer Iona, just make sure everything is covered. We don't want anything sneaking up on us.
Yeah,
either.
so as you guys go to the storage room, you see Hammer come out. He's like, "Oh yeah, but,
I got everything."
No, you don't see anything really. You see he's got like the hydration thing. He's like, "Medical storage is clear."
Good. Well, make sure that nothing comes up on us. We got right. We got to check her out. That she thinks that there's one of those things inside her.
Yeah, so I guess it's just Silva, Chaplain, Dante, and Wright are in the medical storage area, right?
Yeah, I'll stand guard.
I'm standing guard outside as well.
Yeah, so you see him basically doing like an ultrasound scan, and he's like he's looking at the auto dock and he's looking at the thing and he's like yeah, you got one of these in you, and he's like, but, and he pats like Wright on the shoulder. He slaps her on the shoulder and he's like, "You got this thing in you. It's got to get taken out, but you're one lucky Marine. This is dead. It's not moving at all."
How do you know?
Well, look at it. And he shows you on the screen. So you see this fairly large like thing, like it's take one stress. As you realize that, and Dante, you take one stress as well. As you see this thing that's curled up just under her sternum, like her just in the top of like where her stomach would be. You see this thing like curled up, but it's stationary. It's not moving or anything.
So what did they inject you with?
She's like, this shit they had that this more sample shit they found. They called it Draconis 26. The Draconis 26 is what they injected in us.
Yeah, I'll be making a note of that.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I see Chaplain kind of looks at you with an eyebrow up and then looks back.
I'll step out of the room for a second. It's like keep them covered, and point to Iona in order to basically train a gun on Wright. I don't fucking trust this thing.
You got it,
Um,
Cap.
Yep. If she has much fucking twitches, light her up.
All right.
Charlie team, this is base come in. This is Charlie team.
There's no answer at base.
I'll keep on trying a couple more times.
Yeah, you get no
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. Where the fuck are you, Myers?
What happens if the base has been overrun, Captain?
Yeah. Or comms are down. Eckford, and I'll move over to like whatever civilian channels or whatever it is that I think I can get. We had a phone number for Eckford, right?
Yeah, like a comm channel number. Yeah.
Yep. So I'll use that and start hailing her.
You don't get anything. You can kind of hear. You can hear like a comm chirp, like in the rubble. Like you try to get her on the radio, and you can hear the radio like off in the rubble, like in what's that third Jurassic Park where they keep hearing the satellite phone in the dinosaur's stomach?
Yeah.
Like you hear off into the rubble, you hear like her comm like ringing, like
Okay, all right.
She's probably buried.
She's probably buried there too. Goddamn fuck! I don't know what the hell is it.
We gotta get back to Nebraska.
We gotta get back to base. Fuck it. Bring her, all right? But keep her secure in the back. And I'm telling you, if she fucking as much as twitches, just light her up. Dead center mass, all right?
Yeah, Mason's has got her, and he's moving her. She's moving her, and she's like, "No problem, Captain." And you see, like, Dante's not Dante, but Wright's like, "Hey, someone grab my rifle. Like, don't leave my rifle there. We're gonna need that thing."
All right. Yeah, secure the weapons. We're gonna need all the weapons we can get. All right. But I'm gonna, literally take off her make sure they remove her bulletproof vest, the whole 9 yards. And I kid you not, if you have to point it, make an X on her chest where this thing is, a bullseye. That's where you aim.
Chap, okay, yeah. Chap's like, I don't think that's necessary. I'm pretty confident the thing inside of her is dead.
Yeah, well, have you had much experience with these?
Yeah, the autodoc just did a quick test. It identifies its parasite, but it's inert. There's no life sign of it, and something that large looks like it should have a heartbeat or something. It's not moving or anything. It's dead, Captain. It needs to be taken out. But
we can't explain in terms of what the hell these things are. I mean, if it started inside of them and then they grows to human size within hours, who the hell knows what it can do?
Yeah. I agree.
I wouldn't trust our technology right now in order to understand this, and I would imagine that Wayland Yutani probably knows a whole lot more. But they're dead.
Yeah,
but we got to get back to base.
They're right over there, buried.
Yeah.
Along with whatever they knew.
Yeah, we got to get back to base, and we got to go. Fuck. If there's a cure or something like that, and they've developed it, we've got to get some of that.
All right.
Sub-level 3, I think is what you said, right?
Yeah, that's where the research happens.
Right. Well,
y'all notice something. Yeah, we're gonna take a break in a sec. Y'all notice something, that there's no more gunfire coming from anywhere. So like the time that you've been in, like the majority of the bulk of the fighting has appeared to subside and stop. You still see drop ships flying around. You see crocodile drop ships like flying around the city, but you don't see any.
Did the spike cannons that firing stop over the base?
Yes.
Fuck.
We might need to commandeer some sort of transport.
Fuck. All right, we've got to get to the spaceport.
Yeah, the monogram was that was the ship that was at the spaceport.
Yeah, we got to get ourselves to the spaceport now.
You guys, at last, you guys said you So you guys and girls, the squad. You said that you wanted to head to the spaceport.
Yeah, at this point, if the base has been overrun and there's no more resistance coming from the bunker and the spikes and stuff like that, then yeah, absolutely. Let's get to the spaceport and get the hell out of here.
All right.
And we need to get some of that Draconis stuff.
Yeah, well, but that's back at the base, and if the base is overrun, how the fuck do you think we're gonna get it?
Yeah, you wouldn't know if the base is overrun or not.
Okay.
It's just the communications have stopped coming from it.
Oh, okay.
Where is the spaceport relative to Fort Nebraska?
So let's
South, I think.
Let's consult the map.
Because if they're close to each, oh no, they're not close to each other.
Yeah, spaceport is all the way down here.
Well, it
You
looks like
guys
it's a
you
straight
guys are
shot.
over here.
Do you not think they would have gone for the spaceport and sort of captured that first? Would that not be a priority target?
Well, if they've captured it and they've captured Fort Nebraska, I think we'll need to commandeer transport, and I think that the spaceport is our best option for.
Roll roll an everyone, if they want to, you can roll an observation roll.
Roll if you
Two
want
successes.
to.
Fuck it. What could happen? Oh, thank God. 2 successes as well.
All right.
No successes.
That first initial
One success.
like bang that you guys heard, that large explosion that sounded like the whole colony exploded. That sounded like it came farther south than just Fort Nebraska. Like maybe the spaceport was hit with something.
Oh, do we see smoke kind of wisping up from the south?
But if you go outside to
Can
kind
we
of look
actually
as
can
the
we-
sun starts to, what's
Can
up?
we actually see anything? Isn't there a storm raging?
Yeah, it's kind of blizzarding, yes, but you can see like you had like it's shitty weather conditions, but you had like you had at one point like that huge massive explosion, because when you saw the fort was still functioning. Like you could see like the flashes of light through the storm into the clouds. You could see the flashes as the rail cannons fired massive spikes into space. But you don't.
Well-
So yeah.
Yeah, our orders were in order to secure the 4 Sin Eaters and then get back to base. And until they tell us otherwise, until we know otherwise, we do need to get back to base.
All right. So Stig is driving the APC, and he's like, all right, well,
So my question is, because Hammer's not particularly bright, so I'm gonna be like, well, how do we get? How do they infect us? I mean, I've been in close proximity to one of these alien things. How do I know I'm not infected?
right. It's like this spider thing hugs your face and sticks its proboscis dick thing down your throat and plants you with an egg.
I think you would have noticed that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
did that happen to
encountered
you?
I haven't
Didn't
had a
happen to me.
dick down my throat. No.
Nor have I. So I think we're both safe.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, well, it happened to me, and it sucks.
It sounds like an awful experience. Yes.
Yeah,
bet
the
it
kind of
did.
thing you'd remember.
Yes. Vividly.
Well, we'll continue to try the comms. Just checking in intermittently, going through whatever the protocol is. Seeing if we can get if maybe it's you have to get a little bit closer or something like that. Try shortwave radio or whatever.
Hammer says, Captain, my grandpappy used to say something from a war on Earth called Fubar, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah, your grandpappy was a fucking test tube, Hammer.
Yeah, you realize that Hammer's lying through his teeth because he doesn't have any parents.
But yeah, it's definitely Fubar. Let's get back to base.
All right, so you are driving. Which base you mean? Where do you want to go?
Fort Nebraska.
Fort Nebraska. All right. So you're headed to Fort Nebraska. Let me see. I'm trying to get this thing full screen.
Eyes and ears open to the sky. We got to see if we can
Eyes and ears,
get there underneath.
eyes and ears.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So Stig's driving, or Sidewinder's driving south, and he turns east to come up this road here. At about here. Boom. So the hairs on the back of your necks, and your arms and stuff, like a massive like ASMR attack, hit, and everybody's kind of hair kind of stands on end, and then you get this tingling sensation as a massive EMP burst that it can only come from something from the sky, hits you guys. It hits everything on the colony. The APC like Stig's like, I got a dead stick here. And he's like, because everything on the APC is electronically controlled. Sure. So he's trying to like pump brakes, whatever, in the APC, like he's kept it fairly steady on the road. And the APC is basically, he can't steer it and he can't brake. So it's basically just has to like move till gravity and friction make it stop. Luckily the thing's heavy as shit and nothing's happening, but you hear Hammer is like, hey, turret's out. I got no controls whatsoever. And he's like looking at the screen trying to move the turret and he can't move shit. As you hear that, you hear something like coming from the sky, and you see like a crocodile drop ship just smash into a bunch of buildings off to the side next to you. Like this EMP blast like hit, and like everything's starting to fall out of the sky. So
Fuck. Get out of here. Yeah.
Sticks like I can't go anywhere. This thing's dead.
No, get out of the vehicle.
We're in like an overpass or something.
No, you are on this little side jaunt here. He's trying to move you. He's trying to transition over to 2.
Did our weapon systems go offline too?
Not the weapons on your individual guns, but the weapon systems on the weapons on
the vehicle.
The vehicle went out. Yeah.
Shit, we gotta huff it.
Yeah. So, do you guys? How quick do you How quick do you guys leave the APC? Like as soon as it stops, you go to get out.
I don't know. I'll be following orders, so cause I'm a good soldier.
Yeah, as soon as Silva tells us to.
I'd give it a couple of twists of the ignition key, and if it doesn't restart, then yeah, I'm getting out as well.
Okay, it doesn't restart, and it hits because the road's kind of curved a little bit. The APC hits the median like barrier a little bit, like the median like concrete, and it grinds to a stop next to it. And you see like before you get out, you see like as you waited for it to stop or whatever, you see like drop ships and stuff start crashing all over the city. You start hearing booms and wrecks and a bunch of crashes and stuff.
Why would you EMP your own? I'm confused. Okay.
It's a last minute resort. I mean, it's
supposed to be confused.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone just set off a mother of all fucking bombs up there.
Now we got to walk with those things running around out there, man.
No, we don't have to walk. We don't have to walk at all. We have to run. We have to run.
Yeah. Grab your weapons, grab your gear. Right. I better fucking trust you.
Yeah, Captain, let's get it done. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Take the handcuffs off of her. Give her a rifle.
What about her armor?
What about who?
Her armor? Yeah, I mean, she's gonna need cold weather gear too.
Yeah, you give her. She straps everything up. She grabs her sniper rifle and she checks it. She checks it. Okay, cool. I'm good to go, Captain.
All right, let's double time it to back to the fort.
All right, so you guys get out, and you start hoofing it on foot. Sir,
I need a.
Let me look at Boom.
Where's 1 kilometer?
Okay, so
About 3 clicks in order to get there. Yeah.
yeah, through snow, but it's not 3Ks isn't that bad. So you don't have to run it. You can move quickly. So let's actually do this right here. Let's do, since we have just started Act 3, let's award story points for people who have been following their agenda.
Right. Did you want us to read it out?
No, do not read these agendas out.
Oh, okay.
The first act agenda was okay to read out, but the Act 2 and Act 3 agendas we'll save until the end. So, boom. Okay. So I would say Captain Silva.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that you in players' journals. Boom. I would say you did act according to your agenda, so you get a story point.
Thank you.
And you have in your handouts, you have your Act 3 as well. Sergeant Iona. Oh, come on now. Where is it? There it is. Would you say you did or no?
I would say I tried to and probably didn't succeed.
Okay. All right. That's a good, yeah, because you were, yeah. Okay. Let me issue you your Act 3. Cool. I love Iona's agendas.
I don't.
You don't like them? I love
No, they're
Iona's.
okay.
Smajewskis are like the creme de la creme. I'll read off his in a second because I won't read his Act 2 or Act 3, but I'll read his first act. His first act agenda is hilarious. I would say Hammer. I would say you did, without a doubt.
All right. Thank you.
Acted. I think we act. Yeah. So give yourself another story point. And
Well.
I issued. Well, your second story point, but you only have one.
Yeah, because some wanker made me spend it.
All right. Good luck with your. Okay, Hammer. Here's your Act 3. Good luck with your Act 3 agenda, by the way.
Oh shit.
I don't even know if you can see it.
I can't see it.
All right, hold on a sec. Let me close Iona's. Iona, you can see yours? Or David, you can see can you see yours?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Oh, come on. Why is it? You seriously not going to display? All right, hold on a sec, Hammer. Oh, wait,
You
here
might
it
need
is.
to give me
Here it is.
permission to see it.
No, it is.
before you-
Yeah, I tried to. It's my thing is messing up. Boom, boom. In players' journals. James. No, that's Act 1. I don't want Act 1. I don't want Act 1. I want Act 3. Give me Act 3. Come on. No.
No, I'll cut this all out. I'll make it look like you're professional and all.
I am
all set
professional.
up.
I'm left clicking it to assign it and to edit, and it's not doing anything. It's not coming up.
Oh, you might want to restart Roll20 then.
Oh no. Reconnect, or do I have to restart? I'll reconnect. Here we go. Coming back in.
Oh,
All
shit.
right. Boom. There we go. Look at you.
Am I supposed to be seeing something?
Save changes. You should be able to see Hammer's agenda. Edit.
No, I can only see Act 2.
Oh, can be edited by. No, I don't want you. Sorry. That's
Yeah,
why
you
it
don't
didn't
want,
save.
you want me to view it.
I want you in your journal like I've been doing for everybody else. Save changes. All right, there you go. Good luck with your agenda. Godspeed, sir.
Oh
Dante.
my god.
It's great, isn't it? Look at his look. And that's when aliens just said, "Go fuck yourself." Okay, so let me see Dante. Yeah, I would say yes, Dante. You have earned another story point.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you did. That was good. And here is your. Come on now. Here is your Act 3. And good luck with that.
So what if I don't complete it?
It doesn't really. You just don't get a story point.
Oh no, it'll be the end of the story then.
Yeah, well, if you complete it, you get a story point. If you don't, your story ends anyway. So, you know what I mean? So.
This is much what I expected.
Yeah, right.
I know a way around it. I know that I've figured out a loophole.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have all the same agenda. Good.
Yeah. So Mason's agenda. Mason's agenda is she's the sergeant. Her Act 1 agenda was the yell for nightmares won't stop haunting you. You can't cope with being alone, and you must stay close to a fellow Marine at all times, which she ended up actually doing. She stayed in the APC next to Zmajewski the whole time. And let's see, Zmajewski. Zmajewski's Act 1 is make the squad respect you. That's it.
There's no chance.
Yeah, I know, right? So Zmajewski's Act 2. The UPP doesn't respect you. Teach them the error of their ways. I'm not going to read you what his Act 3 is.
Yeah.
Kill your squad.
Yeah, your squad doesn't respect you.
Kill them.
Make them pay. All right. Well, we got to hoof it then back to base.
All right. Yeah. So you are actively hoofing it back to base.
Yeah, and at this point, we're gonna get back to base. We're gonna fucking find these folks. If there's any more Wayland Katani, they're gonna fucking pay for all this.
Yeah, fuckers. Wayland Utani. Wayland Katani went out of business.
Oh yeah, Wayland
many,
Utani.
many
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
They were a wholly owned subsidiary that they just blamed for a big, huge medical incident. And
yeah. Utani. Yeah. My bad.
You're all right. All right. So, you're moving back. You make it about, let's say you make it to the intersection here, and you see there's a massive shape above the colony. It basically darkens out what little of the sun is left this late in the afternoon. Even though that it is storming, you see that there's a larger than any ship that you've seen, like, in orbit or anywhere near, particularly since it was just an EMP blast. Assume that this may have been the thing that launched it or whatever. But there's a massive dark ship that you can't even really make out the shape of it. It's so big. That's sitting above the colony, and everybody make an observation roll. Smajewski, you still get +2. And that's Smajewski, sorry, Hammer.
That's 2 successes.
Alrighty.
Failures.
One
for me.
success.
Nothing.
Yeah, Hammer's just like, yeah, bebop a doo, she's my baby. Anyway, so he's cleaning his machine gun or something. So you're moving. So you hear, or
No, I'm thinking about my
Dante and-
grandpappy.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out whether that's an implanted memory or not.
Do I
What's
actually
his
have
name?
one?
What's his name?
I
Pyrex?
could have swore.
Do I
could've swore I had a
technically have one?
grandfather. I could have swore I had a grandfather. Like, so yeah. So everyone else that makes this success, particularly Dante, you see like you see what you only can assume is something being sprayed out of the ship. This massive thing it looks like it's basically going to crop dust the entire colony. So you can see this shadow basically grow from underneath the ship and start to get closer as it falls through the clouds towards the colony and towards you.
What the hell is that?
When we hear spray something, does it look like it's spraying like objects, or is it like a gas?
You don't know yet, but it's coming. It's
Okay.
falling fast and it's about to hit you.
Okay. Do we have like hazmat suits or the ability in order for biochemical attack suits, gas masks, that sort of stuff?
Nope.
Is there cover nearby? Any
Yes.
sort of thing
Yeah.
you could duck underneath?
We got to get inside. Yeah.
So I would recommend making a mobility check with make a mobility roll with no minuses and head for yeah, there's buildings and stuff. There's buildings and stuff next to you.
Yeah.
So that
just-
you could beat the door in and get in.
Yeah.
But you're gonna
Make it
need-
inside. Yeah.
You're gonna need mobility checks from everyone.
Oh,
2 successes.
Okay.
I'm
I-
going to push that. That's 0 success.
I'm gonna. I can, Dante. I can help you. I can. Can I offer one of my successes in order to be able to pull someone along?
Funny
As
you
one of
should
the
say that.
stunts?
Let's
Yeah.
look at the rules.
Do I get +2 because of my stimminess?
Yes, you still do.
Yeah. So I can give one of my 6s to someone in a similar situation on a mobility check.
Oh bollocks! I got a thingy. I got
Yeah.
I got 2 faces. I got 2 successes and a face hugger.
All right, roll the panic check.
Awesome.
Now it gets real.
I got 5.
Lucky fucking duck. So I don't think you gain a stress from rolling a face hugger. Yeah,
No.
so yeah, you're good to go. You're holding it together.
Mhm.
You're like, oh shit, I could have sworn
Checking.
grandfather.
I'm checking my I'm checking my fucking have I got my stim still? Oh, I've got loads of
So
and
you
then I
can-
find
so you
I
can
got
give. Sorry, go ahead.
I find I got loads more drugs that can potentially take the edge off
Forgot.
if needed.
I forgot. I had so many drugs in my backpack. All right.
So I'm going to give one of my successes then to Dante.
Okay.
Yep. And just pull her along. She trips on the ground. And I just reach down and grab her by the scruff and rip her up and then pull her inside.
So yeah, so
And
Mason got a 2 successes and a face hugger as well, and Chaplin got 1 success, and then
Yep.
on Mason's panic roll she got 2,
she got
which means she doesn't go batshit crazy and start shooting everything. Oh dear.
Smajewski panics.
I'm gonna. Can I do that? Can I do the same that Captain Silva did?
You absolutely can.
So
You're
I'll
like, come on,
pick-
Marine.
pick Zamuski up.
Pick him up, drag
I mean, if it was Mason, I'll just leave her to die, right?
Yeah, but Mason made it.
and Smajewski holds it together.
Damn, look at those rolls.
wow.
Yeah.
And now you guys are like
4 panics, and then so D6 plus 4, and got a
everybody-
6.
Everybody's scrambling. You see, so you guys all several Marines stumble, and like everybody panics, but everybody kind of holds themselves together and gets into the thing. You see Sidewinder come into the door just as you start to hear rain, like behind him, and like this black rain hits, and it hits and covers Breaks, who you didn't realize was lagging behind, and he stumbles forward. He kind of like grabs his stomach and he kind of like convulses, and then he vomits like a whole bunch of like whatever was in his stomach. He vomits out, and then he kind of just ossifies, and he drops to his knees, and he kind of ossifies and solidifies into like a permanent like he was in pain, and he stops, and he's just permanently petrified and ossified into like this, a statue on his knees facing the ground.
Fuck is that?
What the fuck is that indeed?
So have you seen Prometheus?
No.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Not Prometheus, Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
No, not seen it.
Okay. It's the stuff that David releases from the ship in the movie.
Okay. I have to rewatch it. Yeah.
The Black Goo.
The Black Goo. Yeah.
The Black Goo.
I assume none of us are familiar with the Black Goo in character.
You're not familiar with the Black Goo in character.
Yeah.
All you know is some sort of chemical weapon just sprayed the whole colony or parts of the colony.
But we don't know if it's UPP or colonial forces.
No idea.
Yeah.
But
Whatever it is.
UPP, you did see after the EMP blast UPP ships and colonial ships dropping out of the sky.
I don't know who else is up there, but they certainly don't wish us well. There's got to be a way in order to. Can we pull up schematics for the building that we're in? Is there kind of an underground system, service tunnels, something like that can get us closer back to base?
Not really, but you can kind of pick your way through. Let's zoom in on the map where you guys are at here. So you can kind of pick your way through residential zones.
Yeah.
To kind of like
building hop.
Yeah, you can see where like, some buildings have covers and some not all the rain hit everywhere. So there's areas that you can kind of move and hop to. It's going to take you significantly longer than you thought. But if you not want to move on like the open street or stuff,
What's that?
It stopped raining, by the way. It rained once.
Okay, it stopped raining. Where is Breaks exactly? Is he like right in the doorway?
He's arm's length from the doorway.
Are there windows in this building?
Yes.
I'm going to smash one and grab a piece of the glass and go over towards Breaks and hold it underneath his nose or her nose. I don't know. And see if it fogs up. See if they're breathing still.
Nothing. Make a mobility check.
Oh,
Actually, no. Just make not a mobility. Make an agility check. Straight agility.
Okay.
No stress. Yeah. Add your stress dice. No stress dice. Just use base dice. Base dice agility. Just base dice agility.
What's the American
one success?
All right.
What's the American city that's got cover like skyways or whatever they're called, or where it's all because winters get really cold? They've got like walkways between cities.
It's Minneapolis, I think. Minneapolis and St. Paul have like a walkway like system. Yeah.
Toronto, you can get from one side of the main downtown area to the other just using underground tunnels and shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
So he's dead.
He's deader than disco.
Right, so I'm going to say, I'm going to be like, Captain, maybe we should just assume that everyone else is dead.
Yeah, I don't know about that, if there's anyone else that was inside, but we've got to make sure that we stay close to undercover, because if they did that once, they can do it again. I don't know what the fuck that is or who the hell that is. It's not us.
Not good.
Maybe it's one of these Xeno things. Maybe that's where.
You think an alien ship just dropped that stuff? There's no way. That was our technology. The EMP attack. That was our technology. I don't know what the hell this bioweapon is, or this nerve gas or whatever they just released on here. But
good point, Cap. I'm not paid to think, Sorry, I won't do it again.
All right, keep your shit together and let's
So-
get a move on.
Majewski points his like rifle out the door, and like kind of pokes brakes, or what used to be brakes, and he's like, "Poor bastard," and he kind of like pokes at him, and brakes just like he just like falls apart like ash.
Oh, he's dead for sure. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Dust in the wind.
I think this is above our fucking pay grade.
Definitely above.
Hell yeah, it
above
is. Let's
Hammer's pay grade. Hammer's a private.
let's get out of here.
All right. So
Dante, you're good?
Sidewinder's like, hey, listen, I don't think we're gonna make it to spaceport. But honestly, I don't think anything's there. I was like, we may have to get out of here on the space elevator.
What
There's
space
a space
elevator?
elevator?
I gave you a description in the beginning. So Fort Nebraska is tethered to Fort Nebraska is tethered to an orbital station that's in geosynchronous orbit, and there's a space elevator cable that you can ride up and down, out and off the planet, that would be
Where's
unaffected
that?
by an EMP blast. Because the space elevator, you have to drive it. It's not like you can get in the controls. You can get in the space elevator control, and you hit go, and it's a climber car basically that climbs up the cable into orbit.
Well,
And Sidewinder's like, that EMP blast hit. He's like, I think getting into orbit might be our best bet to find an actual working ship if there's anything still up there.
yeah, well, we got to get off this rock no matter what. Yes.
Where is the space? Where's the space elevator?
Fort Nebraska.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we keep going.
Quickly.
Yep. So just again, maneuvering the best that we can from building to building. Bust into one door, kind of make our way through, and then bust out the other side into, across the courtyard into the next building.
You see as you get closer and closer to the fort, and you start to see like groups of people, like maybe refugees and UPP soldiers as well, that were caught in the rain. And you see, like towards the southern edge, like as you get farther away from where you were when the rain hit, you have less and less people that are like frozen ash basically, and you have some UPP and like colonists alike are kind of they have like a column of like they're combined into a group, like they're not like fighting or anything. They've dropped their weapons and equipment, and they're kind of just like wandering around, and it looks like their foreheads have swollen, they're bleeding black stuff from their eyes and their nose, and they're not really anybody that observed Wojcicki or Wojcik going nuts, then anybody observing her going nuts sees that they're in a similar state.
Fuck, are these guys got to get hostile too? Didn't you guys have one of them burst out of these things?
So Dante and Hammer, they don't look nearly as bad as Wojcik did.
Yeah, she was all weird and swollen up looking.
These guys are swollen and stuff too, but they're not as bad as she looked. Like maybe they're stage 1, maybe.
I think we should put them out of their misery, though.
Oh, there's a bunch.
If we encounter anyone that we're, it's in our way, we just put them down.
Yeah, right now you're just observing them out on the street.
Yeah,
I think we can.
You guys said you're staying in cover.
Yep.
And you're not encountering them. You see them before you actually leave. Like there's a group of people acting weird over there.
Yeah.
I don't think we have time to deal with this. I think we should just pass them by as quickly as we can and get back to Fort Nebraska and get back to the space elevator and get out of this place.
Yep. And
Risking a fight we don't need.
Yeah, if again, I think at this point, I'm thinking that it's Wayland Yutani that's behind this. If they were behind the weapons research, if maybe that's one of their ships above us. Who knows what the fucking sort of technology that they've been able to develop, or why they're doing this. But I don't want to be someone's goddamn, scientific experiment. Keep on moving. She's huffing and puffing on her cigarette.
Still smoking. All right, yeah. So you guys move and you get close to Fort Nebraska. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna put you at about.
I guess we're like doing one group moves forward while one group's Overwatch, and then they Overwatch as the next group go ahead of them, and we sort of like. I assume that's what we're doing, right? Almost like going up a ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, yeah.
Or staggered or whatever. I don't know the official term.
Yeah, so there's different ways to move. So there's Overwatch, there's bounding Overwatch, and there's like regular open movement. So you can move in like wedges. So like your two formations, or like the lead wedge is like 4 guys, and like part of the squad's up top, part of the squad's following with the squad leader in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would be just like Overwatch. And then you have bounding Overwatch, where like the squads are separated or the teams are separated, and one person moves up to a position and stops and covers, and the other people move up. And then and then you have bounding Overwatch, whereas like the individual members of the team are bounding as the team moves up, and then these guys move up. And use those movement techniques through various contact with the enemy. Like if you expect contact, you're using bounding Overwatch. If you just move from one point A to point B and it's kind of dangerous, and you just use Overwatch.
Well, right now we're just seeing largely civilians, and I guess soldiers, but they're not armed. Like, did they drop their weapons and stuff like that?
Yeah, they have UPP uniforms on, but they're not carrying it. They have their gear and stuff, but they're not carrying any weapons. They're walking around like mindless, basically, the alien version of space zombies.
So I think we just double time it and just move as quickly as we can.
Yeah, so you get outside Fort Nebraska. All right, let's bring up. I'll read you this description real quick, and we'll go on our final break. Okay, so you see the base, and it looks like from the outside, you can see that the base had been put on lockdown. In the event of attack, this is standard operating procedures, what everybody's going to do. It looks like the ammo depot took a hit as well, like it'd been hit by something. That could be dangerous because there's nukes in the ammo depot. And if they didn't go off because the fort is still here, they might have been breached, maybe not. There might be slight radiation, you don't know. Without getting closer and having to test anything, you wouldn't know. But you do know that it's disconcerting that the ammo took a hit. You know that also, like, the antenna and the place looks. Some places in the fort look dark, like that the reactor inside the fort after it got attacked had shut itself down, which is probably why communications died. You do see some of the sentry guns and stuff that are working on the actual fort. So there's still power in the base, but it might just be the backup power.
And those guns are coded to recognize us as friendlies.
As far as you know, yes.
Apart from with carrying what's her face with us.
Right is tagged as well. All Marines are tagged with PDTs that identify friend or foe.
But how did we detect them last time?
Detect who?
On the motion tracker. Oh no, maybe they weren't. Yeah, they weren't friendlies, were they? Ignore that.
All right. So yeah, your everything in Fort Nebraska is coded with key tags. Currently, you have key tags that allow you access to certain facilities in the fort. So like maybe your key tag will work on the gate. You don't know. You'd have to go up and check. Okay, yeah. So right now you see that when you approach the base, that you see that everything's on lockdown, including the big massive gates to the front of the base. Let's see. This map is a tad confusing.
Level 1.
Yeah. Sub-level
I know.
1, sub-level 2, and you don't have a map for sub-level 3 yet. All right, let's look at, let me show you, try to show you an image.
But jeez.
The map that you're looking at is Fort Nebraska, but it's just the North Bastion and the sub-levels.
Mm-hmm.
So if you imagine Fort Nebraska like a triangle, the North Bastion is up here.
Mm-hmm.
And you have like West Wing, East Wing, and then like where my thumbs are is where the gate is. And there's like a road that, if you look on this map, what says sub-level 1? Where
Yes.
It looks like it's got like the sketches of Cheyenne dropships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like this right here is a ramp that leads all the way out, and then it's like a like an old school like parking garage. It leads straight out, like straight out of the ground all the way up to from sub-level 1 all the way up to the gate. And you can drive straight out the gate from the motor pool, which is underground, and you can also you can also go into the courtyard basically. Yeah. So, but the map that they're showing you is just North Bastion, where the space elevator is. But there's a whole base you can access.
Right.
There's oil massive, like most of the courtyard in the base is these 3 massive oil tanks that store oil on its way to get put into barrels and get sent up the space elevator into space to get taken off planet. But that's been, shut down since the big huge attack.
So sub-level. All right, this is confusing. So we would. I'm trying to figure out how these things lay on top of each other.
So okay, yeah, let me explain it. So
are we coming in on North Bastion level 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Once you come in the base, once you get into the base, you'd start in North Bastion 1. I mean, you wouldn't start. You'd have to move across the courtyard and get into North Bastion 1.
Right.
Yep.
And then once we are in the building, then we can access the various sub-levels. And if I understand the map correctly, the sub-level 1, so level 2 would just get us up, and that would also get us into the space elevator, or the space elevator, right?
So space elevator has 2 levels.
Uh-huh. But to enter the compartment,
yeah. So you would assume that so there's 3 sub-levels. You would assume the space elevator is parked on level 1 and level 2.
Okay.
But that's an assumption. And you know what happens in assumptions.
Yeah. And that's where we think that we'd access, then get into the space elevator itself, right?
Yes.
And is it for the climber car? Is it A, B, C, or is it A, B, C? Like, is it
is
it a descending order or ascending order from? I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess they would still be that way. I'm trying to.
I'm guessing A is on top because of the officers' lounge.
Yes,
and all that.
A's on top, cargo's on bottom. Yeah.
So each one of the layers of the cargo, the climber car, would connect to a level of the base.
Correct.
All right. So if we wanted to go into the officers' lounge, we would be entering North Bastion level 1, or rather, it looks like it's level 2.
No, it'd be 1. Well, yeah, it could set up on 2. Yes.
Yeah, because there's an entrance there. It looks like on 2. So if I'm right where I'm pinging there, that looks like there's an entrance there. There's an entrance there.
Let me minus.
And there's an entrance there.
Yes, correct.
So we either have to go up in order to get to an entrance, or we have to go down in order to get to an entrance.
That went down the wrong hole.
And the controls for controls for this thing is located on level 1 for the climber car, or level A.
Deck.
Yeah.
Level A.
Yeah. Okay. Again, looking at that, so we've got to clear the courtyard. We've got to get in here first and foremost. But we've got to get ourselves off this rock. Suggestions?
I think we need to head down to where Wright said they keep that Draconis 26 stuff.
Why?
Because there's no point getting out if we all end up dying of those things.
Oh, I think we're all okay. It's just Wright who's been bitten, and she says that her chaplain says she's fine.
No, we don't know what we might encounter while we're in there. What if there's one hiding on the space elevator?
Yeah. I don't know if we can fire our weapons in the space elevator without compromising it. So it might just be game over.
Yeah, we need to be prepared.
Yeah, no, I mean, to Dante's point, there might be some other, they might have developed some other weapons that can neutralize these things. And if the research facility is downstairs, maybe we do need to see what's there, and if it gives us more tools in order to neutralize these things, let's do it.
We can split up. Perhaps myself and a couple of other people can go to the space elevator and make sure it's working still. And a different contingent can go down to the 3rd level and get the, what was it called? Dragon 25?
Draconis 26?
26 Draconis, yeah.
26 Draconis.
Yeah, and we'll take Wright with us if we're heading down there, since she knows where to look.
Iona, I think you need to come with us. There's no way that I'm letting you drive this thing off and leaving us on the rock.
I'm leaving you on the rock. And it wouldn't be just me. I'm proposing several people go with each group. We have a lot of people with us.
Safety in numbers, though.
I think we stick it together at this point.
Did that come through?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah, safety in numbers.
I don't like it.
I don't want to split up the team at this point.
So we have to sit there and repair the space elevator.
I'm sure we'll find some papers you can fill in, Iona, down there.
I don't think we'll find anything down there that needs to be filled out.
Yeah, but I want to know who the hell who's responsible for this mess. They're killing our men. We've just been lucky that we haven't lost anyone on Charlie. But it took out the whole city or team too, based on what Wright's telling us. Come on, let's get a move on.
Where are we in relation to the entry point to Fort Nebraska?
You can start wherever you want. There is a. Okay, so there is a. What's up? What's your idea?
We could go to the space elevator. Where is the research facility? Where do we need to go to?
Sublevel.
It's not on the map.
It's North Bastion, and it's sub-level 3.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's not on the map because you don't know the schematics of it. You have to download them from a computer or just go in blind. But you do know that it's there. It's not a secret. It's access to it is restricted because it was weapons testing. But you didn't know it was bioweapons testing.
Tell you what. To Iona's point, why don't we go up? Get to the. We can use the elevator as in order to move between floors.
That's my suggestion. That's literally what I was going to suggest. But I didn't.
That could work. How big is the elevator? Like 3 stories tall?
Space elevator? Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. Okay. And we can go from story to story inside. Yes, we can.
It's even got like a cinema.
It's a briefing area. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Briefing like theater, basically.
Oh.
How do we go up and down inside of this thing?
But it's also
There's a junction.
In it.
Yeah. right in the middle.
Oh, junction. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Like an or a ladder going through the
Yep.
3 stories. Okay.
All right. So why don't we hop up to the second floor? So level 2. North Bastion, level 2. We can enter then the space elevator, which would be at the control level. Secure the elevator. Make sure it's operational, and then hop down quickly down to the sub level, and then get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you think we would
Sounds
be
like a
able
plan.
Do you think we would be able to get some? Do you think we'll be able to get a map of sub-level 3 from those computers?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we should be able to tap in somewhere.
Well, that's if they're not all fucking fried, though, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't a base have some sort of protection against an EMP?
You don't, not necessarily.
We'll find out when we get there.
Yeah. We'll work the problem.
Fair enough. Right, well, let's do this. Let's kick some ass and chew some bubblegum, yeah?
All right, so it looks like if we headed to the east lobby, there's at the end of the east lobby, there's stairs going up.
So you're not gonna. So you have to get into the fort first.
Yep, right.
So you get. So the fort is, like I said, it's on lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So you have several. Let's read these out real quick. You got several points of entry that you could. You got a 4-meter high ramp style metal door that's also sentry gun protected. It is the actual. It's one of the gates on the side of the actual place. Then you have a sally port, which is where that's the ramp gate, that the huge canyon gates that open up.
Mm-hmm.
And the sealed sublevel ramp, but you can't access that until you're actually in the base. And go ahead and make me. No, you don't have to do that. Chaplain, that's back at 9, whatever, cool. I'm closing windows here. So Chaplain says, hey, we could probably hack one of those gates to get in. I mean, I don't have an access card. We don't have major level access, like the rank, but I bet one of us can hack our way in.
Is there a terminal out here that we can tap into?
Yeah, so there's a terminal that you could tap, punch button, or swipe your card. But you'd have to someone's gonna have to pop it open and make a ComTech roll to try to hack the door open and get in.
Anyone good at that? Because I'm definitely not.
No.
Chaplain.
My expertise.
ComTech.
Yeah.
Which I'm not good at.
Chaplain's good at it. Hold on.
Yeah, but Chaplin's
Maybe
an
he's
android
not.
that could well be fucking compromised.
Yes.
That's true.
He could reprogram the turrets to attack us.
Yes.
Give the game's master idea. Shh. The game's master any ideas. You didn't hear anything, right? That was
No,
just.
I did not.
background
What?
static.
Wait, what? Wait, huh?
Exactly. There you go.
Hey, he hacks it. So yeah, so that's what he's drawn on the map. All right, yeah. So let's get this thing blowed up here. There's sub-level 1. There's Bastion 1. Okay.
Yeah, we don't. Okay.
Let me look at something real quick, just to make sure you guys don't. Okay, cool. Yeah, those are. It's open. Okay. So you come in through the sally port. So the massive doors start to open. You know they're working on like residual power. They get about halfway open before they quit. So
Is it
there's
like a
enough
Tron
space
door? You know,
for-
in Tron, you know that massive, oversized door in Tron.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So you get these massive metal doors. They start swinging open and they stop. And the
Right.
massive tracks that open them kind of locks up and loses power, and that's about enough power. You could drive an APC in there if you had one, or you could drive it out. But
We
Which we just need to
behind.
get his foot. Yeah.
so you move over top of the tarmac before you have to make a decision to actually go down or kind of move.
So is this where we're coming in from? Yeah, down here, where you are,
coming in.
Silva.
Yeah, you come in from like down here. I'm pinging it right now.
Yeah, down here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So like you see like in the courtyard here.
You know how to ping everyone down, don't you? Press shift and hold it.
I want to drag everyone there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it will send it so people know where we are.
Yeah.
For people who can't see the map, we're pinging the map, so we know where we are.
Okay, in the open area of Fort Nebraska, there's signs of a hard fight. There's dead Marines, dead UPP soldiers, blood trails and carnage. In amongst it is a sword with a white handle held unmistakably Major Hatfield's antique sword. Major Hatfield's is one of the base commanders. There's a bloodied trail across the ground. When you follow it, you eventually find Hatfield's body, terribly wounded, in a darkened corner somewhere in the courtyard. It was as far as he could probably drag himself with only one arm, his resting place of a proud Marine. He has a major level access card around his neck.
Grab it.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Yoink.
No, he doesn't. Yoink.
I'll get some paperwork out of his pocket and give it to Iona. You better fill that out.
I shove it back in your face immediately as soon as you hand it over to me. Just push it right into your face and say, "You keep that for yourself."
Sure. Are you sure about that? You definitely feel, you definitely seem more comfortable.
I'm absolutely sure about that.
Iona's secret agenda: kill fucking Hammer.
No, never.
Making up your own agendas now. It's great. Yeah, so... Alright, yeah. So you have a major level access card, which gets you pretty much anywhere in the base. Because you guys decided to come in through that big, huge gate. So yeah.
All right. I mean, we're gonna, cautiously make our way over the courtyard. I mean, guns trained in kind of all directions, just making sure that's but beeline it right for the east lobby entrance.
All right, so you're moving up. You're moving up towards East Lobby, and you can hear off to your right. You can hear like this guttural. It's a sound that kind of freaks you out because it's the sound you heard when Wojcik, like the Wojcik thing, started going crazy and started screaming before she burst into like the body thing. And off to the right, as you're moving up to the door, you can see at the far eastern end of the open area, you see three like Black Goo infected UPP soldiers are locked in combat, and they're trying to fist fight 3 xenomorphs. None of them are paying attention to you. They're off. They're about 300, almost 300, 200 meters away, in the far corner, like fighting it out, duking it out.
Well, I wish them the best of luck.
Godspeed, UPP.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Get under cover. All right.
All right.
In. Yep.
Yeah, you move into the North Bastion. Okay.
Yep.
Why are there so many of... I'm going to be like, why are there fucking so many of these things? What have they fucking been doing?
Yeah, well, if they infected, the Cinder company, then who knows how many others that they infected. And if one of these things got out and it breeds, you heard them, they're these face hugger things. I mean, we don't know how quickly they breed. We know they grow
I didn't hear face hugger. I heard spider with a dick.
Yeah,
I'm starting
spider
to
with a
think
dick.
we-
Yep.
It's you might as
Dick
well,
spiders.
yeah, dick spiders. Yeah.
I'm starting to think we all might be infected.
Egg laying dick spiders.
If they got,
Another day in the core.
yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me zoom in here and see where you guys are going. East lobby. Okay.
I mean, if they're fucking dick spiders, then yeah, I get it. But we just need to make sure that we have, you know. I mean, I again, you know, the fact that they did this, that they're sacrificing our men. Someone's got to fucking pay for this.
Okay, so you move into okay, so you move into the east lobby, right? This
Mhm.
whole area. Let me get this up and running. So you move into east lobby. Any of your key cards can open it. So you move in. You start to immediately notice as soon as you enter, like it's a little bit warmer in here, and you have the whole east lobby is coated in this black resin stuff, and you have like several bodies of Marines and civilian personnel that are cocooned against the sides, like they're held up against the wall in this black resin stuff. Some of them look like they've had like chest, like their chests have been bursted, like they've given birth to aliens already, and some of them aren't. They're barely alive themselves.
What the fuck? How did this happen so quickly? I mean, it was just we've been gone for like what, 6 hours, 7 hours tops. Yeah, it's late afternoon. We started early morning. Yeah, so I mean, we've gone 12 hours, and these fucking aliens things have overrun it.
Busy,
Yeah,
busy
they-
bees.
Grow up quick. You think we should put them out of their misery?
If we're gonna do it, I'll
Alright,
pull
hold
out
on
my
a
knife.
sec.
If I pull out my knife, I'm like, if we're gonna put them out of their misery, we should make sure we don't draw attention to ourselves.
Oh shit.
Keep
I'll
quiet. Yeah.
I'll stab. I'll sort of like plunge, because I assume there's a thing growing in its nest in the person's chest. So I'll just stab him in the
Alright,
chest.
hold on.
Or do I? No, I'll slit his throat and then stab him in the chest, or her in the chest.
You realize your knife is just gonna, the first time you penetrate one of them, the knife is just gonna
Right.
dissolve into
Oh.
a less pointy stick.
Okay, so you plunge the knife into one of the people cocooned.
I'll cut his
James?
throat first. I'm gonna cut his throat first,
All right, yeah, you cut his throat. Okay.
so he can't scream. So he doesn't scream out. You know what I mean?
All right. So let's do this.
Oh, we don't have time for this.
Go ahead and make an empathy roll, please. Because
Well-
in order to kill somebody in cold blood, you have to
I'm
fail
not-
an empathy check.
Yeah, but the other fate is worse than what if we just leave them, right?
True, but if you kill somebody in cold blood, which you're about to do, do you have what talent do you have?
Overkill.
Okay, yeah, no, you gotta.
What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll an empathy. So straight
empathy?
empathy, no stress. Empathy
Oh.
is one of your straight empathy roll, just your base
So I
dice,
just need
no
to do
stress.
base dice, yeah.
Just base dice, yeah.
Awesome. 1 dice.
Cool.
Nothing.
All right, yeah, you're good to go. Cost you 1 stress, but yeah, you
Oh, what?
you cut the
Really?
throat.
Fuck's
Add
sake.
a stress die, and you chop his throat.
Okay.
As soon as you cut the throat, you start to see the chest convulse and like start to thump.
Stab it.
and then and then a chest burster like plunges, or a chest burster plunges out of the corpse you just created, and comes out.
Can I stab it? Can I stab it?
All right, go ahead and roll an attack. Roll a melee attack.
God.
Oh, the music's a bit loud, in my opinion.
Sorry, let me dial that down just a tad.
What is it? Range? So I need to change to CC, right?
Not ranged, yeah. Don't use your ranged dice. Go on your. You should have a knife, I think.
Yeah.
Click the numbers to find your knife.
I've got it. I've got the knife. I just changed it to CC.
Okay.
It says close combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I get modifiers from the stim ship?
Yep, you get a +2.
3 successes.
3 successes. Oh, look at those stress dice. Yes. All right. Yeah. Okay. I assume you want to do extra damage.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Cool. So it's gonna roll its armor. Alrighty. One second. All right, go ahead and roll a 1d6.
5.
Excellent. All right, yeah, you slaughter this thing. You stab your knife into it, and you're going to... Hold on.
Yes.
Heck yeah. You kill this thing. All right, you take 1 point of acid damage,
Yeah.
as your knife is now ruined, and then the acid sprays onto your hand. You can,
shit.
if you want to, roll your armor.
Certainly.
Yes, but you'd only roll half of it. Sorry.
Okay, half of it. Oh,
That's for a
Right.
modifier. Just take 3 away. I think your armor's 6, right?
nothing.
Cool. So you 1 point of damage.
Right. Okay, cool.
As this thing
Right.
lets out a as you stab it with your
And then
knife.
suddenly all these aliens are now on us. Fucking
Get
what a
sprayed
fucking
with-
idea.
Get sprayed with all right, so Iona, roll me a North Bastion again.
I'll probably say to Iona, it's not worth it. You can only do it once.
Yes, what am I rolling?
Roll a 1d6 for me, please.
1d6, okay. 5.
Oh, that's solid gold. Let's put everybody inside East Lobby. So Hammer came in. Hammer's like sitting here stabbing up aliens. Iona, everybody move yourself. Sorry, I'll let go of the things. Move yourself. I'm gonna go grab the other NPCs here. Move yourself in the East Lobby, wherever you're at. In the East Lobby area.
Okay, I just realised I didn't. No, I haven't. Okay.
I want a chaplain next to me.
Okay.
And then one of the heavy other gunners up. I'm not going to be point, but I'm still kind of driving people forward. So I assume that one of the other heavy gunners would be ahead of me.
Bounding, so chaplain is going to be...
And Iona, you grab the pass key.
I grab the what?
Or
Sure.
was it? Did you have it or did I have it? Oh fuck.
It doesn't really matter, I don't think.
So you hear you hear that like telltale, not telltale, but you hear that iconic screech and hiss as a xenomorph, one significantly larger than you saw at the you know what I mean, that you've been dealing with. Looks like it's a little bit more dangerous. Basically, it's a soldier, not a drone. It comes bounding down the hallway in reaction to the cries of the other thing. Now, the hallway, the tunnel that it comes flying out of is in of itself encased in a bunch of black resin as well. And this thing comes sliding out. So I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative. Since nobody is stalking anybody, we're going to start. Let me get a turn tracker up. And
Ooh. I got 7.
alrighty.
What did everyone else get?
I also got 7.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
Silva?
11. Sorry.
Well, that was a bright idea, James.
I didn't think it was going to go well.
I thought, excellent. It's a way around. I'm being really smart in like doing my agenda, and then I read the.
I need like 60 seconds.
Do you want to? Well, it's quarter
Oh
two.
yeah, you're right. Let's
Oh, this
yeah,
is a
let's go
great
ahead
spot.
yeah, this is a great spot to end. Yeah. Let's go ahead and call it. And yeah. The anticipation will kill me all.
Bounding down the hallway to eat you alive. Okay, well, we'll pick it up next week.
All right.
All right. Well, let me just quickly do the wrap up then. I'll quickly mute this. Sue, where can we find you?
You can find me on the Discord. I'm also on Twitter and Blogspot under the name Savage Spiel, and on YouTube under the name Sue Savage.
Okay. Weren't you doing Twitch at one point?
I was, but I haven't found time for a bit because I've been too busy making YouTube videos.
Oh, what are you making on YouTube?
Stories about roleplay games and
Oh,
discussion of old roleplay games.
Nice. Well, everyone else, you just the Discord, right? Pretty much.
Yep, it's just on the Discord. You can find us there, and although also on Good Friends of Jackson Elias.
Cool. Nathan, you can find on Twitter at Godless Polecat or on the Discord, and that's it. That's all he uses. I'd like to thank all the players for playing today. It was a lot of fun. Very stressful though.
Are you adding lots of yellow dice?
No, I'm talking about for me. I'm actually, personally, it's a bit stressful. I'd like to thank Nathan for running it because without him, it wouldn't have gone ahead. And yeah, just tune in next week, same time. And if you haven't watched it, the YouTube and the podcast versions will be out on Friday next week. So whatever Friday it is. What is that? The 24th. If you're a Patreon supporter, the video will be out on Tuesday at some point. Once I finish editing it, I've got quite a bit to edit because there was a lot of long pauses while Nathan was looking for something. So it just makes a little bit more. Depends on where on the video it falls on. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Don't forget, you can support me on Patreon over at patreon.com/JamesCorp, and also get your name here in the credits. I'd like to thank Errors, Weefs, Orcus Dorcas, Matt, Mike, Ludovic, Adrian, Bud, Giuseppe, and Jaywall for your continued support on Patreon. Thank you very much.